Yeah, good morning everyone. I just need to know whether we are live or not. Just give me a minute more. Yeah, so once we are done, then we can start. Oh yes. So yes, we are live, we are live, we are live. I got to know we are live. That's cool. How are you all? Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. So by now we know that how is our paper pattern going to be visible in our exams, right? So this is what we have did in the first class. Yeah, so this is what we have completed in the first class. Like how am I supposed to practice my ATAX? What will be my criteria of giving the examination? What is the paper pattern consisting of? Or like what are the marks allocated for individual sections? So students, we knew that by now that there are two sections, right? And those who are appearing in for this September, and then though I am so sure that you guys would have practiced many papers also. So maybe my first video that you would have seen may be beneficial, or if you are giving the upcoming papers, then that strategy is going to work only. So that is cool. So today our agenda is to understand an important concept. Yes student, my second day, day 2 advanced taxation revision that we are going to cover and focus on the important concept of advanced taxation. So students, as we understood yesterday, we by now knew that the most of the marks, the weightage, the high weightage is not from other standard, but it is from basically income tax computation, right? It's basically out of from income tax computation. So what is income tax? Ma'am, in the taxation also we have learned is the income tax computation that we learned in taxation and what we are going to learn in advanced tax. Is it different? So I'll say you the tax never changes, but we can have some more concepts ahead, okay? So need not worry. Today we are going to understand what is advanced taxation, and I am presuming that suppose you all have not studied taxation, means you all have came after exemption. So we'll be considering that way, and a quick revision we'll be doing it. Okay. So what are the 4 topics that we are going to learn today, guys? The most important 4 topics that we are going to understand is, I'll give you just give me a minute. Okay, the most important 4 topics we are going to focus is on income tax computation, personal allowances, then we'll be going ahead with taxation of families, and then income tax planning scenarios. So basically we are going to go ahead with income tax computation. So students, my agenda was to do income tax computation because it is any which ways a greater part that you are obviously going to see in your papers, in your upcoming papers. It is sure going to be there. Okay students, before I go ahead and start writing and start showing you all the slides, like it could be this way, the income tax computation. So what are we going to learn in that, students? We are going to understand about the individual taxable income. Students, when I talk about income tax computation is analyzed from the broader perspective of whom? From an individual. But when I talk about companies, students, when I talk about companies, it is not income tax computation. Yeah, by now we know that. It is understood, or it has been calculated as per corporate tax. So income tax is applicable. Income tax is applicable on an individual, and when I talk about companies, corporate tax works there. Cool. So this is an overview. But over here, when I talk about individual, because we are focusing on income tax right now, so my first preference will be to understand what is income tax computation. If you bifurcate it, now students, before going this, I'll tell you, when you will be practicing in the real world, now at the time in India, what we have like this is one acknowledgement, guys. This is one acknowledgement. Okay, ACK. That is only over here we'll be knowing. Acha, this is my total tax, or sorry, total income, and on that this is my total tax. That's all. Just these 2 figures, and you guys are done. Okay, so this is what normally the banks would want, only the income. Okay, they'll talk about, please give us an income tax return. When we say income tax return, it consists of only two figures, like it could be any which ways a taxable income, it could be either payable or refundable. That's all, that's all, that's all. But to find out that figure, to complete to that figure, to come up to that figure, all the things, that is addition, deletion, incomes, expenditure, allowance, disallowance, tax, rebates, reliefs, everything, where it is going to be routed through. Students, for that we should know what is the meaning of income tax computation. So students, this is my acknowledgement. That means, students, to get that figure, we have to analyze each and everything, and that each and everything is to be routed where, guys? So that is been calculated as per income tax computation. I think now you know that, like, what are we going to understand in the income tax computation, the total calculation that we are going to do, isn't it? Fine. Okay, just give me a minute, then we can actually have a analysis. Give me a minute more. Okay, so students, which taxation, in which country's taxation we are going to learn, first of all, that is more important. Yeah, at the time of booking the papers, or at the time of understanding the specimens and extra things, students, you need to be aware that we are doing over here the variant. Okay, we are doing which variant, guys? We are doing UK variant. Okay, UK variant, guys, it's UK variant. Yeah, so please don't forget that. Okay, now I talk about, I'll show you one Excel only, and that, without reading all these things, first let's start, and then I'll just come up over here. I presume everybody knows that, but I want to be starting from the scratch right now. Yeah, for those who have never even touched tax, but even they should feel, yeah ma'am, ATAX is very simple. ATAX is very simple. Looking at the pages, looking at the course content, it can never be our phobia that ATAX is hard, because I too don't think so. Because over here, if this is a rule, you are already given us with the rates, you are presented with the rates in the paper. It's just that the implications which we need to understand, that's all. So it can never be difficult. It can never ever be difficult. Give me a minute, I'm just opening the Excel. Maybe that is visible to you all. Yeah, cool, it's visible. Okay, chalo, I'll just increase the speed so that you can easily check out on that. Okay, students, before going ahead, I just want to have a quick overview of what the concept is. Okay, first and the foremost thing, students, we are going to understand what it's basically not Indian tax, it's gonna be UK taxation. So yeah, it's a UK taxation. If I'm talking about UK, what is the initial thing we need to know? If I'm talking about the finance year, the calendar year, the academic year, cool. So in the normal layman language, we know if it is 1st Jan, everybody is going to wish everyone that, oh, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. What is it, Happy New Year? It's a calendar year. Okay, so I'll first figure out what is calendar year. Guys, over here, my calendar year is gonna be from 1st Jan 2000XX to, oh, whatever it was, XX, I don't know, to 31st December some year. Cool. But student, in India, like those of my students who are in India, so they may know their accounting year is not this. The accounting year or their financial year, we normally consider it as from 1st April 2001, say for example, till to 31st March, up till the next year. Cool, that is something which we know. But guys, what about UK year? UK accounting year, what is our year? What, from which date do we calculate? Okay, if this is a income which is pertaining in this period, so students, what is the period? It's from 6th April. It's from 6th April to 5th April. That means it could be like 6th April 2001 till to 5th April 2002. So students, in this current year, this will be my current year. Okay, suppose if I have earned any income, let's say, just give me a minute, it is gonna take time. Yeah, let's say if I have earned an income on, let's say, 2nd of April 2001. In which year it is going to be? Is it the income for the current year? So students, it is not the income for the current year, because my current year is from April 2006, 6th April 2001 till then. So these will be the income in the preceding year, so it will be the income of previous year. Okay, so this is the first important thing which we should know, guys, that my accounting period over here for UK taxation is gonna be this, that is 6th of April 2000 whatever till the next year 5th date. Yeah, so this is the first thing which we should know, because that is a bit different. And in every country now, students, the accounting year or their years will be different. Okay, it will be different and it is gonna vary only. So that is something which we need to know. Second important point is applicability of income tax, guys. On whom am I going to apply the income tax? Yeah, what is the applicability of income tax, guys? On whom it is going to apply? Yeah, is it just going to apply on me or to my husband? Or let's say if I'm married. Okay, if I'm married, so is it gonna be something like, okay, I am earning, my husband is also earning. Cool, I am earning, my husband is also earning. Let's say I'll just delete it off. Yeah, for example, if I am earning, my husband is also earning, so can we do like that? Ma'am, what we will do now, his income, my income, I will total it, because yeah, we are just like one family. Oh ma'am, one family, we also have our bank accounts, and only ma'am one, it is our joint account, so we want to give only one income tax. Not allowed, not allowed. Income tax is applicable on every individual who is earning, no matter it is husband, wife, spouse, whatever, civil partners or children. Guys, what is civil partners? Yeah, in India we have a living relationship, same as in UK. There is a civil contract they have entered into. Yeah, they are not married, but still they have entered into a contract, which is a civil contract, guys. So that is again very important. So okay, fine, so they have entered into, so it is not that, okay, if one of the partner is having income, others is also having income, we can combine. No, 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 everyone should be individually taxed. Every individual should be individually taxed. Okay, so what is the applicability of income tax, guys? So it could be like husband, wife, children, it could be anyone. Okay, it could be husband, it could be wife, it could be like civil partners, students, it could be even children also. Yeah, even it could be children also. So student, yeah, is there anything like ma'am, the limit beyond which only taxes to be paid? Students, if you earn any income, any means any, we'll be understanding what is the income, for example, and what are we going to pay taxes. But then still I'll tell you. Okay, let's presume husband is earning. Okay, I'm talking about husband and wife. Okay, husband and wife. Okay, yeah. Okay, suppose husband is earning 60,000. Students, again the most important thing which I wanted to take, every time every figure in pounds. Everything is to be denoted in pounds. Every means everything in pounds, and to the nearest round off. Yeah, to the smallest round off as such. Understood? Okay, cool. Chalo. So now, students, this is 85,000. So can I show directly both of them's total, like, oh, on 85,000 I will pay the taxes? No, no, no. Individually, you all are supposed to pay taxes. Cool. Let's say, for example, we know what is property income, guys. Suppose if I have invested in some property, I am getting a rentals out of it. That is nothing other than the property income, isn't it? So yeah, maybe rentals, maybe capital appreciation and whatsoever. For example, if I and my husband together we have owned and together we have invested in some property. Let's say we have invested in some house property, and let's say he has also invested 50%, even I have invested 50%. That is cool. For example, every year, like for a year, if I'm getting a rentals of about, let's say, 60,000. So what do you think? Where should I bifurcate that income in? Should I allot this 60,000 as an income in the total value of the husband? So what I'll think? No, ma'am. If you are adding whole 60,000 to the husband, his total income will be 120. So maybe he has to pay more tax. Can we do, ma'am? Can we add on this? Wife's income is any which way is less, ma'am. Let me add it over here only. Can I do so? Actually, students, it's not allowed. If you all have contributed 50-50 percentage, then in the individual income this should be allotted. Okay, so I'm so sorry, 60,000 divided by 2, so 30,000 and 30,000 it should come. So basically now my income will increase. But then eventually we understood wife has not contributed a single penny. Wife has not contributed a single penny. It is totally 100% husband's. Then students on HMRC, I have to tell them, I have to denote them that this is the whole contribution and the whole income pertaining to husband. Then only to the husband's income the things will be added. So this is what is the allocation. Cool. I hope you understood this too. Now students, we know that if we are having so much of incomes and all, so obviously taxes are to be paid. Why are we learning income tax? Because of taxes, yeah. So income taxes are to be learned, and that is the first and the foremost thing. So students, what is income tax on the first criteria? Yeah. So income tax, ma'am, it is every time like this. Like, okay, you earn whatsoever income, we will only pay taxes, or we will only calculate your tax on some 1%. So no, it's not like that. Government has initiative. Government thought that those people who are less income payer, that is basically whose basic income is very less. Income, students, I'm not talking about one individual income. No, it's the total income. If they are lesser than some limit, for them, they will have to pay less number of tax. Okay, less amount of tax. If the income increases by so much, there will be a slab rate that normally we considered in India as slabs, but in UK we term it as a band. Okay, band. So in this criteria, if it follows in this or this, so the criteria are to be understood. So the bands is to be known. Okay, so if I'm telling you about the first band, okay, let me write a thing. If I'm talking about the pounds, yeah, guys, everything you need to consider in pounds only, huh? Please take care. Everything is to be written in pounds. Okay. Chalo, suppose 1-2. If I earn a total income, total taxable income, if my total taxable income, guys, is between this, from £1 to 37,700 pounds, then I am supposed to pay 20% tax. Okay, 20% tax. If my total taxable income goes beyond 37700, that is 3701, till 1,50,000, that is 1,50,000. So students, are you now going to pay a tax of 20%? No. So students, now it is going to increase to 40%. Okay. If your income is beyond 1,50,000, then you are supposed to pay a tax of 45%. So as and when your income is increasing, you will have to pay more tax. Students, why have they did so? Why have the government is doing so things? Because government would want, if you are earning more, if you have an income which is more, same as it will be then your liability to contribute to government. The people who are any which ways having less income, for them, just imagine if I'm imposing a high rate tax, don't you think they will not even able to manage their livelihood? Yeah. So people earning less needs to pay less tax. People earning more needs to pay more taxes. That means even if you are earning a single penny, you have to pay to the government. Students, this is not the thing for income tax calculated in India. In India, this is not the situation, right? In Indian income tax, the situations and the slab rates and the limits are altogether different, which we need not consider. Okay, currently, when I'm talking about UK, guys, I'm having pounds. Okay, I'm having pounds. If I have earned between 1 to 37,700, 20% I need to pay. More than 3700, that is basically 3701 to 150, I need to pay 4 lakh tax. If it is more than 1,50,000, then the 45% will work. Okay, so this is my normal basic tax. So if a person is earning between this income, that is 1 to 37,700, it is known as basic taxpayer. That is basic taxpayer. Means he is a basic. So a basic rate he'll earn. If he is earning something more than the basic, he is known as higher taxpayer. Yeah, that is something we know, and it is above. Cool. Let me ask you one question. Okay, suppose my current monthly. Okay, I am earning. Currently, I am earning. Let's say I'm doing some job. Okay, I'm doing some job. where monthly, every month I am getting 25,000 pounds, okay, per month. Guys, what will be my total income for the whole year? Obviously 25,000 into 12, we can do that. Yeah. So I'll think a job. My total income is 3 lakhs. My total income is 3 lakhs. Cool. Students, if my total income is 3 lakhs, what will be my income tax liability? So I can write my total taxable income is, let's say, 3 lakhs. So I think now, ma'am, you will tell me, yeah, ma'am, it is not falling in this range. Ma'am, it is not falling. Oh, it is, ma'am, beyond. Ma'am, it is beyond. So we need to pay 45%. Is it so? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? If you all told yes, I'll say, but no, guys, it is wrong. It is wrong. Why? Do you think if I have earned 3 lakh, can I directly put 3 lakh? No, 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 ma'am. It is a band. That means for initial 3 lakhs, means out of 3 lakhs, initial 37,700 needs to pay tax at 20%. Beyond that and beyond that. That means, students, this is wrong. This is not perfect. I need to delete it. So now I will write my total taxable income is 3 lakhs. Cool. Out of which my first 37,700, that is something, students, I don't know that you all know my technique or not, but then I do like that only. But it all depends upon how you feel appropriate to be done. Okay. Everybody has its own individual choice of doing. So guys, you need not worry if you don't understand this way also. But then I'm sure this will, once you understand this way, you will feel, ma'am, this is more easier. This becomes more easier. Okay, students, out of this 3 lakhs, what is my first slot? If you check here, over here, my first slot ends up till 37,700. So what is the total income? 37,700. Till that, now students, you need to pay 20%. Okay. Beyond that, what is the rate? Oh, ma'am, slab is 150. Okay, 37,700 to 150. Guys, just need to take the total. Okay, 1,50,000 minus 37,700. Okay. So exceeding the amount is to be taxed at 40%. So if you guys take the total, it will be 1,50,000. So out of 3 lakhs, you have already paid a tax for 3 lakhs, so 150. So for remaining, that is 3 lakhs minus this, So for the remaining amount, you are supposed to pay 45% tax. So now if you multiply this, you will be getting the tax. You will be getting the amount on which the taxes are to be paid. Guys, we know now our exam is how are we going to write the papers? Guys, we are going to write a computer based exam. So students, over there now spreadsheet will be given, spreadsheet on which you are supposed to calculate. Okay, तो हमें calculate करना आना चाहिए. So we need to know on how the spreadsheets, the formula works. Because once you are good with the formulas, then students, it is easy. But if you are not so aware of the formulas, guys, things will be difficult, because you will end up wasting your time. So what I did, I just copied the formula, I just pasted it. Cool, I just pasted it and saved a lot of time. So now if I take a sum up, it will be what? So if I take this sum up, my tax liability would be something lesser than 45%. That is 11960. Cool, this is my liability. This is my liability that I supposed to got. Guys, if this is your liability that you got, cool, very, very, very pretty. But if you didn't apply it like this, if you have thought of, ma'am, it is 4,50,000, so ma'am, it is 3 lakhs now. That means it is ranging in this range. That means if I did mistake, 3 lakhs directly multiplied by 45%, students, it was 135 where you were supposed to pay, but now it is just 1,19,000. So students, please take care, this is wrong. Okay, please take care, this is wrong. This is not to be done. So I hope you understood what is the slab rates and how we are supposed to calculate the slab rates also. It's easy, right? Isn't it easy? Yeah. Cool. Okay. So this is fine. This is something which if we have done tax, so that is something which we already know from the very beginning. Okay, very beginning. Okay, now I would like to just have a proforma. Proforma means what? Okay, yeah, I can show you like that. One more thing can I take? Yeah, you need to tell me. Let's say my employment income, let's say my employment income is, let's say, 2,85,000. So what will I do? I'll write like this, ma'am. 2,85,000. Then first 33,300, first 37,700. You are supposed to pay 20% tax. Yeah, 20% tax. Yeah. For next, ma'am, 1,50,000. Okay. For next 40%, how much amount, guys? 1,50,000 minus 37,700, and beyond that, guys, it is 285. Yeah, I hope now you're getting the things. Yeah, cool. This is just for our more practice. Okay, so what I can do is I just can take the total. That's all. Is it cool? So now we can just take the total. I just took it to show you all. Cool, that's fine. Okay, so same thing, we did it twice. Okay, now let's move ahead to another important topic, guys. Students, when I talk to you about the income tax. So before going to the word income tax computation is a format. That we have to follow these things, that things. Okay, computation means we will know how we are going to solve. Guys, tax means, okay, tax rates we have to apply, but on what value to be applied? That is the first thing which we need to know, and that is nothing other than income, guys. Income. So what is income? What is income? So basically, when I talk, my income is bifurcated into 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts. So what are they? Non-saving income, then saving income. So you will be telling, ma'am, what is this? And dividend. Have you ever heard about this word? NSI, SI and D. So these are the 3 parts in which I am bifurcated. I am going to bifurcate my income into. So before going ahead, what is NSI, SID? Let us understand what are we going to understand in this chapter. Yeah, what are we going to have a practice of this overview for the today's plan. Okay, so going ahead with this, I'll just show you all, guys. Individual. So when I talk about, guys, individual, they are liable to pay income tax. So what all constitutes a income? That is, what is my taxable income on which I will pay tax? So my taxable income is not some smaller income. It will cover each means every income. So what are those? That is, it could be employment income. Means, students, if I'm doing any job somewhere, if I'm working somewhere, if I'm engaged in any jobs where I may get salary, where may I get bonus, any perquisites, entitlements, anything, compensation, gratuity, maybe after the year, and post benefits, everything is added in employment income. When I am going to do jobs, okay, then it could be overseas income, like in foreign, like in my country, rather than my country, if I am earning from somewhere outside, so that is my overseas income. So even that needs to be taxed, because it is the one who is an individual person who is going to earn. So if I earn, I obviously need to give some portion of my earnings to the government in the form of tax. So that is overseas income. Similarly, guys, if you are doing job, okay, if you're working somewhere, you have some money. What you did? You invested in the property. So from that property, you will be having income. Yeah, I may somewhere invest, invest in the property, I can get my rentals and all. So yeah, that is a property income. Then we have a trading income. Guys, what is the difference between employment income and trading income? Guys, trading income means self-employed. Guys, what is self-employed? Yeah, what is self-employed? Over here now, when we understand the word trading, maximum times it is written self-employed. That means you are not working for somebody else. No. You are not working for someone else. You are self-employed. Means I am into the trading business. For example, I trade in calculators. I purchase calculator, I sell calculator. I trade in laptops. I purchase, I sell. Maybe I also do other thing. That is, maybe I am into a manufacturing business where I manufacture the spare parts of the calculator and then just sell it. So yeah, it could be anything. The business which I am doing for myself. Again, it could be the profession also, like a chartered accountant, like we. are going to have some professional work. Like for example, if I'm into a lectureship, that is my professional, like my profession, right? Where I am getting my professional fees. So that is basically the self-employed, where we are not employed for somebody else, but it is our own profession or my own business. So that is known as trading income. Guys, today you have a lot of money. So what you will do? You have hardened money a lot. Then don't you think if you have money, somewhere in the fixed deposits will you invest? Somewhere in the building security you will invest. Yeah, ma'am. So I need to invest somewhere. So that is known as saving incomes. So from that we can have saving incomes. And maybe if I'm having some other taxable income, so that is to be added. So all these constitutes income. So once I get the total of income, what I will do, I will understand whether am I getting any reliefs, okay, are you getting any sort of benefits, okay, are you getting any sort of disallowances or allowances extra, okay, just like personal allowance and something like that. After getting that, you finally get a total taxable income, and on that, if you apply the tax rate, guys, you are good to find out the income tax computation. So yeah, you can obviously find the tax rates. That's all. Students, seriously, that's all. Yeah, it was simple. Yeah. Can I tell you how am I going to calculate that too? Okay, so basis of the account assessment. So we know that income tax is payable by the individual in which, like, years basically. So we are aware that, ma'am, okay, if you are earning any income from 6th April till 5th April, so you are supposed to pay the taxes. And if I'm talking about us students, already the June attempt is done. That is June 23 is obviously done. Now we are left over with the Finance Act, which we are prevailing. It's only applicable for September 23, December 23 and March 24, guys. So again and again I'm on and on telling that if you have not yet planned for the papers, like the September attempt, and maybe if you want to plan for the December, guys, please do it in December. Please don't defer it till March, because if in March, like for the first time, if you are giving the papers and by God's grace if you pass, that is super. But in case of, like, even for some marks, if you are not able to clear your papers, again in June when you pay the paper, when you exam, when you write the papers, guys, trust me, the things are gonna change again. So think wisely while giving the papers. Okay, so this is what our situation is. Now we can go ahead with the income tax pro forma. Okay, so just give me a minute. So I told you the conditions are, this is my accounting period. Yeah, accounting period. Yeah, taxable income, whatever we get the incomes, if I make a total on which I need to pay taxes, is my taxable income. Who is known as a taxable person? The person who earns money in UK, who is a resident in UK, have to pay taxes in UK. But for example, if he is a proper resident, so he has to pay not just the incomes of UK, but also if he has earned somewhere else, so that also becomes his income. So he has to pay taxes in UK only. But let's say for example, I'm talking about my residentship in India. Okay, so for example, we know in IPLs and all the matches, other cricketers from other country come in India. So over here, Indian government also takes taxes on them. So what do you think? If Indian government has took the taxes, even then the UK government has to pay the taxes over there also. That guy has to pay taxes. Oh my God, means like double the taxes. So students, for that now, if I'm earning some income from overseas, that is not just in my country, but from somewhere else also, I have entered into a treaty. That is DTAA, we normally term it as double taxation and avoidance agreement. So then now it's not that on one single income I need not pay taxes in both the countries. So what normally happens is, in both the country we pay taxes, and in the country on which I am a resident, I can take the credit of the tax. So in short, it's just that I need to pay to only one government. It's that. Okay. So that is also a situation. But for example, I am Indian resident, I visit UK, I earn income there. So whatever income I am earning there, only on that I have to pay taxes. Similarly, for non-UK resident, like if I am a UK resident, I earn some income in India, the only Indian income is taxed in India. That's all. So by UK taxation, only that much is earned. Okay, that's cool. Now students, this is the pro forma. I think it is clearly visible. Okay, income tax computation. Now I will not read this proforma. I will not read this proforma. It's better we will write the proforma. Yeah. Because reading will not take a lot of time, but I want us to know the things. Okay. So as I told you, income is something which we understood. Okay, okay. All this constitute income. If you work somewhere, if you do job somewhere, if you are employed by your own, that is you do business, that means you are ending up into doing your own profession. Yeah, if you have some money, you have invested in some property. Maybe in the property you invested, isn't it? You want to sell the property. Even capital gains can arise. Yeah. Then some other incomes, yeah, everything can be made a total of. Then in the paper we'll be provided with the tax rates. Okay, so yeah, we are having tax also. Now the most important thing is get the computation. For understanding the computation, we have a pro forma. That is basically the format. Okay, I'll just make a format over here. That is pro forma. So students, what will I write? Pro forma income tax computation. So I need to mention first of all pro forma, that is income tax computation. Hey, is it just fine if I write like this, or ma'am I have to write like another thing? Students, the first and the foremost thing, you have to write the name of the individual party whose tax you are going to pay, right? So name of the individual comes here, name of the individual, then students, how will a user know now? How will the government also know? So for that we have to write income tax computation in which year you are going to do. Okay, so I'll write over here income tax computation for the relevant year. Computation, let's say for this year, so maybe 22 till 23, yeah, or maybe the next year. Cool. Now students, we need to understand everything. What is my earnings? Let's say, is it my saving income? Is it my business income? So what I will write, the first thing, earned income. Earned income. So guys, what is earned income on the first criteria, first note? So here I will write earned income. Students, what is earned income? Think. It is nothing other than non-saving income. Guys, what is the meaning of the non-saving? Guys, just imagine, if you are working somewhere, you are doing a lot of hard work there, and if you are earning any income, is it your saving income? No ma'am. For example, if I'm employed somewhere, or if I am self-employed, and if I'm working a lot of hard work, I'm doing it, and then I'm getting any income, it is not known as my savings income. So that is known as my non-saving income. Okay, so students, what I included in the non-saving income, it is employment income. Yeah, let's write it first. It is going to be employment income. So somewhere you do job, you get the employment income. Guys, we do even get the trading income. That means you work somewhere, you get the trading income, the trading profits. Cool. Okay, trading profits. Other earned income. Okay, I cannot write income, I can just write profits. Other earned income. Okay, where you have earned, where you have did a hard work. If you take this total, so if you take out this total, what will you get, guys? You will over here get the total out of all these three things. You will get a non-saving income. Guys, I will get a non-saving income. Cool. After non-saving income, what is my next income? Guys, it is known as a saving income. Guys, where will I am gonna save? Yeah, what is my saving income first of all? Will I get any bank interest or something like that you are telling us? Yes, I will give you a hint. Give me a minute. I'll just insert something more. Okay. So students, what is saving income? Interest received gross and interest received net. Okay, interest, if you are getting anything, you are receiving. Receive in full, guys. Receive in full. That is in gross you are supposed to receive. Then it is no problem. Then okay, then it is not a big deal. It's problem, no problem. But then students, if you are receiving any interest on net basis, net, that is after deducting of taxes, you know what you will take? I think you know that. On the interest which you are getting, students, always 20% tax is deducted, 20% basic rate is deducted. So when you want to get the actual interest, that is 100%, what you need to do is some X amount multiplied by 80%. So then you get some amount. I hope everyone knows this, yeah. Then students, I'll be having an investment income. Under saving income only, huh? Investment income. So guys, what is investment income first of all? You are having some money. So what you did? Maybe you have invested in the property. Yeah, so I can have a property income. I may have some other income, that is other investment income. Other. Cool? Yeah. So here I'll be having some property income, other income. Yeah. Then students, after getting that, I will get my total income. Then students, the most important thing is dividend. So I'll be also having a dividend income. If I'm an individual and I'm having a dividend income, whether it is taxed, think. Students, I don't know whether you know this or not, or if you want to see some concepts from the base of taxation, you are good to analyze one, the tax, because ATAX is a higher version of tax, right? And I have already explained in one of the concepts, okay, in the YouTube also I have uploaded it, the first revision for tax. If you just check on tax, guys, ATAX is a very simple thing, very easy thing. Okay, so what is dividend? If I'm receiving any dividend, for individuals it is taxed, but for companies, dividends are always exempt. Always means always exempt. Yeah, please do take these things into consideration. Dividend received from yeah. So for example, if I'm getting any dividend, okay, so I'm receiving dividend received from anywhere, it is to be taxed. It is to be taxed over here. Along with that, students, if you're getting any other dividend, so everything is to be taxed. You get over here the total income. Guys, I'm getting over here the total income. So this is known as my total income. I will get my total income. On this total income, can I pay taxes? Is this my total income taxable? Guys, don't make a mistake over here. Students, it is just an earned income. It's just income that you have got. Guys, this is just an income that you understood, that you got. Now, out of this income, are you going to pay taxes? No, ma'am. On this income, though, I will not pay taxes because I am supposed to get some relief. I should get some concessions, right? So I will get what, guys? I will get reliefs out of it. Students, what is reliefs? I have to reduce the relief. That is, it could be qualifying interest. Yeah, qualifying interest on some loan. Qualifying interest on some loans, yeah, on some amount which I have taken it. It could be anything, but then students, it's important you have to pay what? Gross amount, always gross amount. Okay, that is something which we understand. So net we will not do. Okay, and if I'm having any loss, so yeah, please relieve whatever you are having, please reduce that. Okay, so we have to do in minus brackets. In brackets I will reduce. Cool? Yeah, chalo, cool. Now after getting reliefs, now though I can pay the taxes, right? Now it is my net income. On net income, can I pay taxes? Okay. If I will say no, will you then too feel good? Ma'am, then what is left? Okay. So students, out of this, my only one thing last is left, which is known as personal allowances. Ma'am, it's personal allowances. So I don't know whether you guys know it or not. So personal allowances are also to be deducted. Please reduce the personal allowances. Yeah, and then over here we get some income, and that income is nothing other than known as the taxable income. Taxable income. Okay, it is known as taxable income, on which I will now pay taxes. Students, if this is a taxable income, I will just make it a different color. Yeah, students, if this is my taxable income, can I pay taxes on that? Yeah, we have to multiply with the relevant tax rates. Okay, I'll multiply with the relevant rates, tax rates. I will multiply it. Okay, I multiplied it. I got the value. Now, guys, if you have got some relief, yeah, income tax, now calculate at the relevant rates. then you get any reliefs. Let's say it could be marriage allowances, it could be double taxation tax reliefs, or it could be some other taxes. So over here, please reduce that. So that means over here, if I'm having any marriage allowances, or if I'm having any other allowance, let's say it could be EIS, that are all other savings, EIS, then it could be SEIS, comma SEIS, and if I'm having other income, like say for example like this VCT and all, so I will get again the reliefs. So on this, now guys, taxes, I get relief. Oh, is it so, ma'am? If you are having any double taxation, yeah, DTAA, double taxation, then also that you get the relief. So please reduce all those stuff. If you are having any income like that or any taxes on that, please reduce that. Oh my god, at the end what do you get? This is my income tax liability. Now so much is an income tax, so I'll have to pay. So now this is known as income tax liability. But then guys, oh, I don't know whether you know this or not, this concept. I think you guys must be knowing that concept. Guys, if on that income tax liability, on the day when you earned income, let's say a person you have earned somewhere, like for example from jobs, so an employer would have deducted some portion of your salary. That means it is known as, in India we consider it as a TDS, tax deducted at source. Similarly, means whenever you are earning income, your amount is deducted as and when it is and being deposited to the government's treasury. That means if you are having any TDS, that means your tax has been deducted. Let's say your liability was 5,000 and already on you students 7,000 tax has been deducted, 7,000. So what you will get, ma'am? 2,000 kind of refund we will get. Yeah. So what you are supposed to do out of this, please check PAYE, pay as you earn. Pay as you earn. Is there any tax deducted at source? Is there anything? Can you get the credits of any taxes you have paid? Yeah. If you are getting any credits, then whatever is the limited, like the last amount, whatever is left over, is only known as income tax payable. Income tax payable, what you're going to pay. That's all. That's all, guys. That's all. That is what we need to know. So guys, this is my pro forma. Now this completes my pro forma. I hope everybody got this. Like, okay, we are going to read it once. Let's read it. Yeah, I am always obsessed with the boxes, because I want to see the screen very beautifully clear, very beautifully clear. Okay, I'll just extend it and I will show you. Let's see. Okay, once. When I talk about income tax pro forma, I should write the name of the individual and the year for which I am going to calculate the income. Then need to know three parts, income in three parts. Saving income, non-saving income, saving income and dividend. What is non-saving income? Means somewhere if I am engaged into the business, okay, or maybe if I am doing any jobs, from that if I am earning, that is my non-saving income. Okay. Students, what is my saving income? Somewhere you have made a savings, you get the income. Somewhere you have invested in the property, you get some income. Dividend, somewhere you have invested, you get the dividend. Okay, so that becomes my total income. After getting the total income, on that income I can pay taxes? So no, we have to see, Acha, are you getting any reliefs? Are you getting any allowances? Please reduce that. Then we can get the rates. Then you have to see, Acha, is there anything exempt or double taxation? Can you take any credit? Please reduce that. Then we will get my income tax liability, and if any TDS is been deducted already, we take the credit, and whatever is left over, it becomes payable. Yeah, it can be both the ways. It could be payable / refund. Yeah, payable also, it could be refund also. Yeah. It could be both. It could be both. Okay, are you fine with this? Was it understandable? Was it manageable? Yeah. Okay. I think everyone is cool. Everyone is fine with you. Yeah. Okay, let us read once the concept which are there in our PPT. Oh yeah, let me open it. Okay, so this is our pro forma. You can check it. Okay, you can check it. Income tax pro forma, name of the individual is to be written. Then guys, in the notes I have to write, but again students, always pound. Okay, always pound. Pound is the compulsory thing. currency we have to write. Okay, this is my earned income, somewhere doing job, doing profits, earning in the, okay, saving income means, ma'am, you are saving something, like it could be interest you are getting. Maybe if it is net, please multiply it by 100 so that we can get the total gross amount. Suppose if you have invested somewhere, guys, you get property income, other income, dividend income, get the total income, guys, get the total income. And out of the total income, if there are any reliefs you are getting, please reduce that reliefs, get the net income. If you're getting any personal allowances, reduce, get the taxable income. Yeah, once I got the taxable income, on that taxes are to be calculated. If I calculate tax, guys, if I calculate taxes on that, so taxes I can calculate it over here, and later on I will get the marriage allowances. Okay, if I'm having some allowances, let's see if I got some credits. I don't know whether you know the amount or not, but I will just, for once I will say it's 1260. That is something transfer we get, yeah, for marriage. It's okay, cool. So that we have to reduce. Even ESIs, these are all sort of investments on which this is a percentage of tax which we have to calculate, which is 30, 50, 30 individually, 30, 50, 30, yeah. So okay, that much also we need to reduce. Double taxation, if I'm getting any relief, please reduce it. Then we get the income tax liability. On that, if you have having any credit, like as I told you, pay as you earn, then please reduce that, get the total income on which the taxes are to be paid. That's all. All the incomes are to be included gross. All the exempt income needs to be excluded. We need not keep that thing, yeah. So this was the overview of my income tax computation. I hope everybody understood this. So now what is my classification of income? From where I can get the classes of income? Okay, I can earn it, I can do employment, I can be self-employed, I can have my property, I can be the owner, I can have some saving income, dividend income, maybe I'll be having some pension income, exempt income. It could be like the combination of all the income that we understood. Guys, this is important. If I'm having any sort of income like this, students, it is not being taxed. So on this we cannot add it and tell, acha, please pay taxes on this. Guys, it's a good thing. This is an exempt thing. This is an exempt thing. So what is a total of exempt thing? It's simple. If an individual has made a hard-earned money, if he has earned a lot, and maybe if he has earned not so much also, but then in some saving account, if he is just making a normal savings and getting an interest on that, getting income from that saving account is exempt. Okay, if you are getting any income from the saving account, exempt. If you have invested something in NSIs and you are having some certificate, you're getting some interest on NSI, income exempt. If you are getting interest on a repayment of taxes, if you're paying a tax and again you're getting exempt. Statutory redundancy payments exempt. Scholarship income exempt. Guys, this is most important. In India, though, we will not accept this. Gaming, lottery, betting, winning, bonds, winning, exempt. So yeah, is it allowed? Yes, ma'am, it's exempt. It's exempt in UK, but in India, if I'm having any lottery winning, gaming, KBC or whatever, guys, it is to be taxed at the highest slab rate, that is 40%. In India, this is to be taxed at a higher rate. But this is not the situation for UK. That is allowed. 100% exempt. I don't know. That's good. State benefits paid in the case of accident and all. If you are getting like maybe if there is an accident on some not so good thing happened, and if you are getting any benefits, that also they will not charge any taxes. So that is exempt income. Let's move on to what is other income. Other earned income. Earned. You remember over here my first note. Students, my first was not to other earned income. What could be other earned income here? What income can I earn? Okay, we can earn maybe pensions. Yeah, we can have some state pension from the employee, or maybe furnished holiday accommodation. It could be like anything. In the further chapters we have already learned that. In the classes also we have learned that. Okay, interest received gross. Like for example, if I have invested somewhere, I'm getting some interest also. For example, it could be, I don't know, building society, it could be some bonds and all, or like you're getting any foreign interest. So that is also taken care of. But everything is taken at gross, not on net. If anything is taken on net, let's say over here, if I'm getting any interest on quoted corporate bonds, guys. This is the difference. Quoted corporate bonds, it is unquoted corporate bonds issued by UK. Then it is on the net. Then it also we have to take care of, consider, or maybe interest in any possession, yeah, IPB trust. Okay, that is also to be taken care of, guys. Please do take care of all this stuff, which is again important, that if you have earned any annuity income, only income element is taken care of. If I'm having non-saving income from any PPE, guys, if you have any income of trust now, and on that already taxes have been reduced, please book it at gross. 20% taxes reduced, please show it 100. Please show it 100. Please. So we have to show it 100. Discretionary trust income, please show it 100. Other foreign sources, show it 100. Dividend also, please show it 100. RIT investment in some real estate, guys, 100 we have to show. Why? Because it is not on net basis, ma'am. Net basis not allowed. Only on gross basis it's allowed. Cool. Okay. Other dividend, if you are getting any dividend from the trust, please reduce this, guys. This 91%, 80, 55, guys. Remember, you need to remember the things. Which is important, guys, which is important. Again, it's important. Okay. Now, let's see what is qualifying interest loan. See, where am I getting the qualifying interest loan, guys? Over here, if you check, you had first of all the income earned, gross income, net income, ma'am. Okay, so everything you have to make it at gross. Okay, ma'am. Other income, ma'am. Dividend income, guys. Relief, qualifying loan interest. So what is first of all qualifying loan interest? Yeah, what is interest? What is qualifying loan interest? If you have taken any loan, guys, and that loan you are going to utilize it for what purpose? Let's say I'm just explaining you. Okay, let's just understand it for once. Just give me a minute. Yeah, the maximum amount which you will be getting a deduction for qualifying loan is what, you know? Yeah, it is 50,000 or like 25% of adjusted total income. So that much is the max amount that you all are going to get it. But don't worry, in the questions, so we are going to do the things on and on. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, we can do one thing. Yeah, we can just go on reading this. Where it is? Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll just read it once. I told you now, for qualifying interest, if I have invested in some company, let's say it could be means, okay, I didn't had so much of money. Okay, I didn't had so much of money, but then what happened? I was introducing some capital into my business, like you and me. If we have entered into partnership, and if we are investing somewhere, guys, then the things has to be very different. I have to analyze whether am I getting the amount or not. If I have taken a loan for that, that loan's interest is disallowed. Okay, that much we can get the benefit for that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'll explain you thoroughly. Okay, just wait. I will not show it over here. We need to do it in the Excel maybe. Yeah. Okay, so before going ahead, okay, chalo na, no worries. Let's take a break for 5 minutes and we will resume it again with the proper proforma. I'll write everything. Chalo, let's take a break of 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, let us resume now. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to do like the wholesome question. It's not just from the above. We cannot afford to do that. Yeah, so we need to do. We need to do. Okay. So the first and the foremost thing I wanted to ask you was, beyond going to the next concepts, I just need to know the pro forma of combination of income. Okay. So yeah, over here we have analyzed the way we are going to do it for pro forma of income tax. Cool. Now, when I ask you about the question, let's for example, just a random example am I taking. Yeah, suppose my non-saving income. Suppose my uh, non-saving income. Let's say maybe I am self-employed. Okay, self-employed, and I am earning a trading profits. Let's say my trading profits are okay. Let's write just 5,000. Will that be fine? Okay, 5,000, and yeah, cool. Just write 5,000. Okay, it's just 5,000. Okay. My savings income. Okay, I would have received some interest, that is from the FDs and all. I would have some received the interest. Let's say my interest is. I'm taking the random example, so please don't consider it. Okay. I just want to explain you the thing. So let's take it for this 3,000, and over here let's take my dividend at the rate of 10,000. So students, this is what, yeah, this is what this is known as the situation. For example, I will write over here dividend. So if I take this, becomes my total income, guys. This is my total income. Yeah. So if you know a situation which I would want to explain you all, okay, if you're going to pay taxes, or let's say if you're going to have some allowances, before going into the particular word of allowances, when I will say for example, if you are having an allowances, let's take a random example. Okay, before going that, I'll just presume some rates also. Let's say my rate is over here 20% tax. For example, if it is 10%, and over here if it is suppose 30%, it's a random rates. Okay, it's a random rates. Say for example, you guys are having an allowance worth only 10,000. It's just a random. So what we will think first. So we will be very smart. We will think, acha ma'am, the income you are having more is highly taxed. Ma'am, that income of dividend, you are have to pay higher tax. That is 30%. Can I allow the 10,000 whatever I am getting the allowances, first of all directly in front of dividend, so that my dividend is reduced to 0? Then to okay ma'am, the individual rates we can bifurcate the allowances on. Guys, a big no. Why? Whenever I am having any reliefs, whenever I am having any allowances, the hierarchy should go, means first I need to allow in front of non-saving, then savings, and then dividends. So students, this is one hierarchy, that is basically NS, non-savings. It's non-savings, then it is gonna be savings, then it is gonna be dividend. So students, this is the hierarchy which should flow. Okay, so again that becomes important, Okay, now before going into some another concepts, I would like to explain you a concept which is right now not so relevant, but then I think you should know. Okay, I think you should know this concept, or else if you have already learned, though, that is the best part. Like if you have learned in tax, so for you all things will be repeated, it will be on repeat mode, but I cannot avoid to explain you all. Just give me a minute. I would like to see about relief. Guys, what is relief? First of all, I was explaining you about relief only, then I thought let us go ahead and properly explain the meaning of relief. Okay, I will write over here relief. So is everybody going to get a relief, or is this some exceptional situation who get the relief? For example, there are two parties. Guys, who are the two parties? I will just insert the thing. Yeah, for relief now students, only on the two people they get a relief. So who are those two people who get the relief? Okay students, if you are an employee, means we are going to work somewhere. If we are an employee, okay, so now every employee gets the relief? No. if an employee has purchased an asset. For example, over here, let's take, I am an employee of Lakshya. Actually not an employee, we are not considered as an employee, but just from the broader perspective. And Lakshya told us that you are supposed to have a beautiful camera, you're supposed to have a beautiful like the laptop which can have a higher processor. Okay, so now there is a need, that I am supposed to purchase a asset. I am supposed to purchase, being me myself, I am supposed to purchase an asset. But the main problem is that, you know what guys, I don't have money. Then what to be done? Obviously ma'am, so you will tell, you can take a loan. Yeah, exactly, I can now take a loan. So students, we know that if I'm taking a loan from somewhere, maybe banks, so I am obliged to pay not just the principal amount but also the interest. Cool. So over here, if you are paying interest and principal, the amount of interest which I am paying is a relief for me. So that will not be taxed. So I will get an extra less, means I can get that reduction. Okay, so amount of interest if I have paid on this is my relief. That means over here, when I'm talking about guys the relief, now it's the employees, it's again somebody else, like two parties who can get a relief. But what amount we can get a relief? For example, I don't know, if I'm an employee, if I want to purchase an asset, but that is told by my employer, I don't have enough of money, so I have to any which ways go and take a loan. If I'm taking a loan, interest amount is my relief. For example, if I am a partner, not an employee, if I am a partner in what guys? Partner in partnership firm. Okay, partnership firm. Okay, well, let's say Mr. A, Ashwini, A, B and C, three are partners. Okay, if I am want to contribute, like partners normally have to contribute in the capital. Like let's say if I want to contribute 10 lakhs, yeah, 10 lakhs, yeah, I want to contribute 10 lakhs. But students, you know what, for contribution also, if I don't have money, then again you will tell, ma'am, you can take a loan. Okay, for contribution, if I have taken a loan, along with that, for the business purpose, then guys, the interest element on which I have taken a loan, I can get a relief on interest. It's on interest, what am I paying, I can get a relief. So that is again cool, isn't it? So yeah, interest we get a relief, that is for sure. So I can write over here, amount of interest is again my relief. Amount of interest on the loan taken for the business purpose, amount of loan is equal to relief, guys. But if I tell you something else, like for example, if I tell you over here, I am Mrs. A, my Mr. A, my husband, my Mr. A was very kind, so he told Ashwini, you don't worry, I will take a loan behalf of you. Oh, that's so cool, na? So my husband took a loan. Oh, he took a loan. Guys, if my husband took a loan and he paid interest and principal, will I get the relief? No. So that will not work. So this is a concept of relief, where relief we are getting against if I have purchased some asset or if I have taken a loan and paying the loan for the business purpose. So that is a relief. So we get that relief too. Okay, is the concept of relief clear? Can I go to a next concept? Yeah. Now this is an important concept. Which I am going to explain you on. That is one of my favorite concept. Which is known as PA. Guys, what is PA? Personal allowance. Guys, what is personal allowance? Means, now what things we understood, guys? If you check here in the Proforma, we understood these incomes. Yeah, incomes we understood. Savings we understood. Investment understood. Dividend understood. Guys, this relief also we understood. We got the net income. Out of that, personal allowances are reduced. So guys, what is personal allowances then? Yeah, if I want to know the personal allowances, I should understand two parts again. So, ma'am, is the personal allowance given to everyone? The government is going to give the personal allowance to each and every party. So, I'll tell you no again. So, we will say why, ma'am? If they are not going to give us personal allowances, then why? So, students, government gives us relief, but not to everybody. If you're already rich, if you're already a high taxpayer, why will you get the allowance? Isn't it? You are already earning more. That means you are having sufficient of money to run your family. Yeah. If you're having sufficient of money to run the family, then okay, now you pay taxes. Then no relief. Okay. But then if there is a guy who is earning also, whose earnings are less, whose earnings are not so much to pay so high amount of tax, because no single individual is escaped from giving tax, because even if you earn a single penny, you have to pay tax. Means you are under a overview of income tax, isn't it? So yeah, so government told if your earnings are beyond this, then you have to pay taxes. Then personal allowance is not there. But if your incomes are lesser than this, then you can get the personal allowance. But what is the limit of personal allowance? The one who did tax, this is the most important concept, because in every question you have to solve this. Without this, your question will not be solved. Over here, I'll say, I'll write now in the layman language, low income and higher income. Okay, if someone is a low income earner, okay, so if someone is having a low income, over here, let's say it's a high income. I'm not selling salaries, I'm not telling other things, I'm just selling income, guys. If I am having a low income, that means what? If my income is beyond, if it is less than 1 lakh pounds, students, if my yearly annual income is less than 1 lakh pounds, I will get a relief. I will get a personal allowances of how much? I will directly get a personal allowances, that is known as a PA. I will get of 12,570 pounds. Okay, if you can check, I'll get a PA of 12,570. Okay, this is an amount in pounds, guys. Please do consider that pounds. I am unable to write on and on pounds, so please take care of that. Okay. So that means if you are earning lesser than 1 lakh, you can get a personal allowance of 12,570. But let's say for your income is more than 1 lakh, then ma'am, we will get what amount? Okay, I will tell you, I'll show you. If it is higher income, that means your income, it's let's say more than 1 lakh. So will you get PA, or ma'am, you will not get PA? So for finding the PA, I am supposed to find ANI. Now what is ANI now, guys? ANI, that is, okay, adjusted net income. What, ma'am? What? We are supposed to find out adjusted net income. So guys, what it is? How will I get the adjusted net income? Students, adjusted net income means you are supposed to find out what is your total income. Yeah, in the total income, have you made any contribution? To whom? Have you given any donation? Yeah, have you given anything like such? If you have given anything such, please reduce that amount from your total income and get the income. That means over here I have to understand that whether am I giving any amount of contribution. Let's say it could be contribution in the sense, wait a minute, I can just give you a proper word. It could be gifts. Yeah, it could be gifts to donation, or it could be like personal contribution, such that. Okay, I will write what I'll get some income. Okay, this is my total income. Let's say this is my total income. And out of the total income, let's make it clear. Let's say my total income is 5 lakhs, which is beyond, oh, it is very much. Let's write 1,50,000. Cool. Out of that, guys, we have made a donation. Oh, I have made a donation. My donation amount was 2,000. Cool. It's all in pounds, guys. If I have made a contribution in my personal pension I have contributed. Okay, in pension, if I have contributed, yeah, let's say I have contributed 18,500. Guys, what is my leftover income, guys? This minus this minus this. So I will be having in hand this much contribution amount. So yeah, now this is known as nothing other than ANI. This is known as my adjusted net income. I hope you understood this. So yeah, all this not donation, then personal contribution, please reduce it from your income because you get this reductions for you. So after reducing the donation, after reducing the personal pension contribution, I get an ANI. Okay. Now ma'am, what about ANI? Ma'am, what to be done after ANI? Ma'am, my ANI is also more than 1 lakhs only. Then, okay. If it is more than 1 lakhs, then you are liable to check one thing. Okay, you are liable to check one thing. Can I change the question? Please, please, please give me a hint. Please give me a hint. Let's suppose instead of 2000, let's make it 12,000, 22,000. Let's make it 22,000. So now my income, my limitation of income was 1 lakh. So if it is 1 lakh, you directly get a personal allowance of 12,570. But let's say my ANI is 1,09,500. So what I have to do, guys, I need to compare it. I need to compare it with the normal income, with the normal limit of income. Okay, what is my limit of income, guys? It's just 1 lakh. So then you will say, Acha ma'am, the income limit was 1 lakh, but you have earned something more. Arey, how much more? Ma'am, 9,500. Obviously, ma'am, this is the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. So that much more you have earned. Cool. So when you get the difference, as students, it is our responsibility to do what, you know? When you get the difference, we have to then analyze. Acha, you have more earned now, you have earned more now, then this much personal allowance you will not get. That means, ma'am, this 9,500 you will not get. No, for that also there is a limit. That means, if you have earned something more than 1 lakh, you will not get this much allowances. How much allowances? Ma'am, it is restricted to 50%. That means, over here, my disallowed personal allowances is 50%, guys. That means, of this, if I take 50%, this amount is disallowed for personal allowance. That means, ma'am, this much is disallowed, you are telling me. Yeah. So can you tell me what is my allowed personal allowances? So we know, students, my personal allowance which is normally allowed is 12,570. But out of that, ma'am, this much is not allowed. So my final allowed allowances is 727820. Cool, cool. Did you got it? Did you got this? Let me explain you once again. Let me explain you once again. So when I talk about personal allowances, now students, actually it is as such. If you're earning less than 1 lakh, 12,570 full allowed. Ha, ma'am, full allowed. Yeah, full allowed. But if you're earning something more than 1 lakh, so we have to find out what is ANI, adjusted net income. After getting your total income, if you have contributed somewhere, please reduce your contribution for what? Only two things. Either a donation or you have contributed for your own self in the pension fund. Okay. So I'll reduce it. I'll get the amount. If that amount is also, that is income is also more than 1 lakh, please find the difference. And on the difference, if you multiply 50%, that is disallowed. If that is disallowed, then what is allowed? Ma'am, the total amount minus the disallowed, we'll get the amount expenditure. Okay, so ma'am, this is what we did it. Yeah. If it is 150, these are the donations. So my ANI is 19. That is more than 1 lakh. So this much into 50% is disallowed, and this is allowed. This is allowed. Okay. Let's take another example. If I'm just changing the figure, guys, just one figure again. Students, my donation is not 20,000. It's just 2,000. It's just 2,000, guys. It's just 2,000. So my ANI is how much? It's 129. That means if I compare it with 1 lakh, my excess income is 29,500. Yeah, my excess income, my difference is 29,500. If I multiply it by 50%, am I getting 14,750? Yeah, ma'am, I'm getting 14,750. So guys, my 14,750 is disallowed. My 14,750 is not allowed. Hey, what was your allowable limit? Ma'am, only 12,570. And you are telling this much is not allowed. That means how much will be allowed? 0. Can I go negative? No, ma'am, you cannot go negative. So it will be restricted to 0. Now it is not allowed only. Now it is not allowed. So can I get one income over here? If I multiply it with something, I can get 0 allowance over here. So it was disallowed 14,000. Hey, what should be the amount over here? If I want to get 12,570 over here, if I want to get, what will be my income to be excess? That means if I'm having this much income, right, A and I, that means you will not get any allowances. Cool. So what is the limit of the income of A and I, that beyond this, if it is going, no allowance you are getting? So it's never an allowed amount. So that I will give you a hint. If my total income over here, it's, let's say, just give me a minute. Let's say it's 144,650. If it is 144,650, okay, if it is 144,650, the total income, these are my donations, these are my etc thing. So when my A and I is 124,150, that means it is more than 1 lakh by 24,150. If I multiply it by 50, am I getting 12? Am I getting 12? Just give me a minute. I made a mistake. Like, yeah. So this much is disallowed. So I just minused it and I got the 0. That's it. Give me a minute. Wait. It's 12, 125, 140. Yeah. I made 10 rupees more. I made 10 rupees more. Yo, my 10 rupees. So it should be 14. Yeah. 125, 140. Right? A tax payable, if it is getting more than that. 125. It's not that. Hurry happens. I just did a reverse calculation, isn't it? So yeah, 125, 140. I told you now, 125, 140. If my total income is 125, 140, that means it's more than the difference of 25,140. So when I take 50% of that now, I'll get exact amount. So that shows guys, that shows a simple thing. Students, when your income is less than 1 lakh, you get full allowances, full PA you get the PA allowed, which is equal to 12,570. But if your income is beyond 125, 150, 140, no PA allowed. But in between this amount, 1 lakh and 125, in between whatever the figures are, you get the PA but at a reduced price. So this is the criteria. If you didn't understood it, you can just revise, you can just rewind my class, you can just check it once so you'll understand. Because I have not changed the figures over here only, I have not created another thing, okay. So that's the reason. Less than 1 lakh, full allowed. More than 1 lakh, check the difference and get the 50% disallowed and get the allowed value. But when my income is increasing 125, 140, never you will get a PA because it is more than the limit of that 50% also. Cool? Pakka? Chalo. I hope you understood this. Yes. Okay, chalo. Let's go ahead. Okay. Now. Okay, if I'm taking one question for you all. Yeah. Give me a minute. I was initially about to do this question. You remember this? Allowances. Yeah. I have written this way. Okay. My non-saving income was 5,000. My saving income was 3,000. My dividend was 10,000. My total income was 18,000. Right? And these are the individual slab rates which are applicable to the taxes. I will show you. Don't worry. Okay, I will show you all what is the rates and all. Okay, cool. Chalo. Now, guys, if I'm telling you all, you are getting whether your salary, what is your total income? Guys, your total income, is it more than 1 lakh over here? No, it's 18,000. So that is obviously it's less than 1 lakh, right? It's less than 1 lakh. So you are eligible for getting a personal allowances. Personal allowance you will get. Guys, what is the amount of personal allowance you will get? 12,570. So if I'm getting 12,570, what should I reduce the first? So you will think, ma'am, tax rate is more for dividend, right? Ma'am, let me reduce 10,000 from here. So actually I want to reduce this much. So ma'am, what is my leftover situation? Ma'am, my leftover amount is like 2570. Let me reduce it 20% situation. Yeah, ma'am, 2750. So what I will be left over with this, isn't it? Yeah. Control V and Control V. So ma'am, over here, ma'am, I will be having this much income now. Yeah, that's cool. Perfect. Amount is cool. 5430. If you multiply with the tax rates, what amount you will get into 20%? You will get these 486. If I copy it, paste it over here, my total taxes are gonna be My total taxes is gonna be 786. So what I gradually did, you understood that? No, na? What I did is, I knew that my allowance am I going to get is 12,540, correct? My allowances is 12,570. 12,570. So what I did, I understood if I'm having a dividend income, 30% tax I need to pay. So if I want to reduce, so I first of all reduce this 12,570 in front of 10,000. So it became 0. Now I wanted to reduce 2,570 which was pending. I reduced in front of this 20% higher tax rate. And whatever is a leftover situation, I paid tax. But this is wrong. I told you the hierarchy. The hierarchy is this NSSD. So first of all, out of this 12,570, I am going to reduce in front of dot saving income. So 5,000 I will reduce. So what is my leftover situation, students, after 5,000? Utilizing it, guys, it's 7,570. Then you need to reduce the saving income. So you have to reduce your whole 3,000 saving income. That means if you are reducing this, what is your balance, guys? Only that much balance you can utilize it in front of dividend, that is 4,570. Understood? So then you get 0. So from here I have to write minus 4,570. So now when I'll delete it off because we already understood this. So now when I take the total, oh, I was having an income of 5,000, but in front of that I got my allowances of 5,000. It is 0. Copy over here to over here to, and then please apply the rates, applicable of the rates. Okay, and multiply it, simple, into 8 into 0. It will be 0. So now my tax liability is 1629. Okay, so this is what is I like the thing for the hierarchy I wanted to support you all to make you understand. I hope you understood it. Yeah, it is not difficult. It is superbly not difficult. It is easy to understand. But yeah, you should be good with the concepts. You should be good with the concepts. Only then this will work, huh? Otherwise to understand it is difficult. Understand, it's difficult. Okay, I can show you one question. If you can solve this, will be the most easiest part. Yeah, I'll show you this question. Okay, I think it's visible. Yeah, let's do the question. Ethan received trading income of 110 in the tax year 22-23. He also made the gifts and donations in gross. We supposed to do everything in gross, not in net, right? Oh yeah. So students, is my income more than 110? Yeah, ma'am, it's more than 1 lakh. So it's 110, guys. It's more than that. So how will I try to do? Okay, ma'am, your income is less than 1 lakh? No, ma'am, no. Then we are supposed to find out how much is the taxable situation. Yeah. Okay, so what I can do is over here, my income is not done. So if I want to check the taxable income, I will write first of all, what is my trading income, guys? My trading income is I will write over here my trading income turns around to be 1 lakh 10. Yeah, cool. After doing that, after writing that, my trading income, you're supposed to understand. Okay, after writing my trading income, I need to know whether I have made any gifts. Yeah, ma'am, you have made a donation. Can you reduce that? Yes, ma'am. Yes. So I need to reduce the donations. Okay, if I'm reducing the donations value was 4,000. So what is the value? Students, what is this? What is this? This is nothing other than ANI, adjusted net income. Then you have to see, acha ma'am, is your adjusted net income also more than 1 lakh? Yeah. So please find out the difference, ma'am. 1 lakh 6 minus 1 lakh. It's 6,000. So the difference over here, the difference, guys, it's your difference on that. How much you're going to do? On the 30 or 50%, right? Yeah, the difference, na? On the difference, guys, we have to disallow. How much? Disallowances of personal allowance, है ना? Disallowance is 50%. So that means this into 50% comes to 3,000. So can you tell me how much is allowed? PA. Total personal allowance we are getting is PA is equal to 12,570. Out of which 3,000 is disallowed. So how much is allowed, guys? It's 9,570, guys. like this question are seen in the normal calculation. So if you do this part now as my working note, guys, you get 2 marks. Yeah, and I told you, students, always take care, always take the consideration, guys, that whenever you are solving for ATAX or for tax, yeah, ATAX or tax or any other subject, if you all are having working notes, please write the working notes, because more than the answers, working note carries marks. Seriously, I have seen the papers. I have seen the papers. Over here, it's 2.5. It's over here 2.5 marks, maybe 2 marks just in the working note. And again, if you put down this figure, this PA, in the actual Proforma, you get more half mark or 1 mark. So it's important. It's important. You cannot ignore PA. Okay, can I go ahead? Okay. So this was the personal allowance also we understood. Now, after understanding personal allowances, there is a concept of marriage. What is marriage allowance? So what is marriage allowance first of all? Do you think marriage allowance, is it important, or will that be seriously important thing which we need to learn, or is it okay like concept? Okay. So now before going ahead, I would like to explain you on and on we are going now. So I would like to explain you about the donations and contribution. Okay, donations and contribution over here only now. I can explain you donations and contribution over here. Now what we did, guys, we had made a donation, right? We had made a donation. Can I get a benefit of donation and contribution somewhere else also? Ma'am, somewhere else means, okay, if an individual, if over here, if I am an individual, if an individual is making somewhere a donation, or let's say a contribution, okay, so over here so we are getting a redux. Okay ma'am, we got the reduction in the ANI calculation, but actually are we getting anything? Let's say for example, if I have planned to make a donation, so I plan to donate, let's say 100. Okay, if I plan to donate 100, guys, always remember, always tax rates are 20%. That means if in the question it is given, if it is given, it is on the net basis. So if it is 100, we have to do 100 divided by 80%. That's 125. If it is given net basis, means this 100 is nothing other than 80% of the amount. But yeah, if they have given gross, it is full. If it is full, if I am getting on the net basis, it is 125. It's 125. I got the amount 125. Yeah. Now what is it going to affect? What is the effect of that? Guys, you remember our bands? Yeah ma'am, we were having bands, isn't it? If my income is like 0 to 37,700, ma'am, 37,701 to 1,50,000. Yeah, and ma'am, beyond 150. Guys, if we have made a contribution, then this extra amount, total amount, is added to the band. Added to the band means, if it is 125, we have to add over here 125. We have to add over here 125. That means my first band will now not be this 3,700 only. Now it will be 37. Okay, I can do like that. Plus 37 and 125. So now my next band will be this 0 to 37,825, 37,825 to 1,50,000. No ma'am, 1,50,000, 125 and more than that. So this thing now is going to increase your band. That means in case in the current year, if you have earned 37,800, if this is your income, what is your tax liability? So before the band, before this, okay, before this. So I'm talking about this period, okay guys, I'm talking about only this period. So if this was the thing, so initially what I used to do, guys, initially I used to bifurcate in 2 parts. Yeah. Initially I used to think it will be 37,300, right? Yeah. Cool. Initially I used to think over here 37,300, 00 3700 and beyond that. So it will be beyond means minus this, it is 100, right? So on that 40% I used to pay, on these now 20% tax I used to pay. Yeah, so my total tax liability should have been this, yeah, plus plus this. Yeah, so this was something which was beyond before, but now what? Now because of the charity or like donations you have made, your band has increased. Now your band over here income is 37,800 only, but your band for the first is 37,825. So only 20% tax you are supposed to pay, that is this into this. So now your tax rates will be something obviously lesser than this. It's obviously lesser than this. So you get a benefit in the bands also. So that is for individuals, we did it. Yeah, is it okay? Is it understood? Pakka? Sure? Are you fine with that? Yeah. Sure. Can I go ahead with the marriage allowance? Yeah, let's move ahead with the marriage allowances. Guys, what is marriage allowance? Like everybody is going to get marriage allowance? Yeah. Okay, I hide it. So yeah, that will be cool. Okay. Is everyone going to get marriage allowances, guys? Those who are married are obviously going to get the marriage allowance. Like for example, and what is important in the marriage allowance, ma'am? I too don't understand. For example, it's me and my husband. Okay, I'll literally write my husband's name over here. Yeah, by the way, I'm married. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Chalo. It's Ashwini and Raj. Yeah, cool. Okay. If I'm writing the name of like my husband and me, now what happened about the allowances? It's marriage allowance where we can adjust it between the husband and wife, the spouse, or I can say it's not just the spouse, but even it could be civil partners who are registered in the foreign country as a contract. Yeah. So guys, what it is, say for example, if I am having a less earnings because I am like only on the Saturdays or maybe on the weekdays I'm not earning, I have my kids, so yeah, I am able to work only in the weekends. Yeah, suppose yeah, so suppose my income is 5,000, okay, and Raj's income is let's say 85,000 pounds. Yeah, if it is so, now can you tell individually, if I'm talking about individually, both of us, are we exceeding the limit? And like both of us, are we exceeding the limit of 1 lakh? Can we get, and personal allowances, yeah, personal allowance, guys, personal allowance, can we both get 12,570 each? Yeah, ma'am, obviously, because nobody is going to increase over here. Out of both of us, we both are not so rich, so we both are not getting the money or the amounts in more than 1 lakh pounds. Yeah, so then individually I can also get 12,570. Even he can get 12,570. Yeah, wait, let me make everything over here because I'm super obsessed with these things. Yeah, because I want the things to be visible very clearly. Yeah. Okay, now I am doing this. Suppose if I'm talking about me. So actually my total income was just 5,000 and I am getting 12,570. That means what? I am getting more allowances. Yeah. So what you will say, ma'am, this much allowance I can carry forward. Is it allowed? Can I carry forward my allowance? So guys, it's a big no. So then you will think, na, this much amount is wasted. Yeah. But what about Raj? So ma'am, Raj has earned over here 85,000. He got so much of exemption or the personal allowance, but then he is having this much income, so he has to pay taxes on that. So how much tax he used to pay? Okay, ma'am, on the income of this, he was supposed to pay taxes on like 2 slabs, yeah, 0 to 37,700 and beyond that 37,700. So it could be this less 37,000. So 40% over here he used to pay. Over here, guys, he used to pay 37,700. On that he used to pay 20% tax. So if I figured it out, his tax liability was very high. Yeah, so he used to pay this much pounds taxes. So what I thought, what actually government thought was, you both are staying in one similar family, isn't it? I and Raj are staying in the similar family and we are not so rich, right? That if he also is earning so much, then he has to pay taxes. So government told, if you are like a couple, if you are a couple, and if husband or wife, any of the following is having any allowances pending, means over here, I am having some unutilized personal allowance, I can transfer my personal allowance. Okay, I can transfer my personal allowances to my spouse. So I'll be very happy. I thought, what I can do is, now out of this, now I will do what, ma'am? I will send him 7570. Okay, so what I did, ma'am, I'll tell this, minus 7570, I'll allot him. So now his taxable income will be just 64,840. So maybe now he was liable to pay how much, guys? So he is now liable, my husband is now liable to pay only 18,000 tax. Only 18,000. Before he used to pay, Control Z if I'm doing, before he was paying 21,000, now he's just paying 18. But then government told, if I'm allotting you this, so maybe there could be a situation that Ashwini will not show any income only then. If you're showing also, maybe Ashwini will be having a very less income. Maybe like I'll just show 150 as an income. So I may have a lot of amount that I can transfer to my husband. That means government will think, we are giving you benefits, but in return, what are you doing? You are not paying us the taxes only. You are doing the tax evasion situation. So now they have restricted the scope of transfer also. So you can transfer. You can transfer. But what is the maximum amount that Ashwini can transfer is 1260 pounds only. Yes, guys, very less. But then again, you need to know it's only 1260 pounds can be transferred, guys. That's all, nothing more. 1260 pounds only can be transferred, nothing more than that. So I cannot transfer like these things. No, I can only transfer this amount. Out of that I can transfer 1260. If I show, my value will be this. So if I take a total, now this, so now his tax liability is not 21,000, it is reduced to 20,000. Getting the things? Yeah, students, this is all the concepts of tax. In tax we have learned it a lot, means it's restricted to 1260. Yeah, we have learned a lot many things. But now, like for me, everything to explain from scratch, I'm trying to do it, but then I don't know how much possible it will work for me. Cool? Yeah, can we go ahead? Yeah, can we go ahead? Can I do one question for that? Yeah. We can read this question maybe. Yeah, okay. So here, marriage allowances. When they're talking about marriage allowances, Kelvin and Judy are married. Okay, so there are two couples. There's one couple with that both. Kelvin and Judy are married. Kelvin is employed and has an employment income of 35,500. Okay, the guy is having a income of 35,500. That means it's more than the basic exemption, like 0 to 37,700. No, I'm less. So he's a normal tax rate payer. Guys, yes. Very important thing. If you are a high rate taxpayer, then this allowance is not there. Why? This allowance is only applicable to those who are not so rich. Yeah. So that means when you come in the first band only now, only that you get, only then you get this allowance. Yeah. So see students, in countries now, government will never be so harsh. It will not be so harsh. They will prepare some strategies in such a fashion that you get a benefit, but that does not make sure that it has been ruining your personal living standards. So they are telling that, okay, if you are not so rich, then you get this benefits. Okay, I hope everybody got it clear. Yeah, I hope you are getting the things done. Yeah, let me read it further. Okay, so the husband is going to get some 35,500. And Judy spends most of her time looking at her kids, and like she is having only an employment income of 6,000. Okay, now Judy makes an election that she wants to transfer. Okay, so what I can do is 35,500 and 6,000. So I'll write it over here, Judy and her husband's name. Yeah, so it's a computation of income. Yeah, we'll try to do according to the situation. Yeah, actually how we need to do. Okay, calculation of income. I will write both the names, Kelvin and Judy. Yeah, Kelvin and Judy. Okay, Kelvin and Judy. Yeah, what is the income for Kelvin? Yeah, what was his income? Employment income, ma'am, 35,500. So we can write over here na, employment income from Kelvin. Yeah, employment income for Kelvin turns around to be 35,500. Hey, what was the income for that Judy? Yeah, it was just 6,000. Cool. Now we get what, guys? We get personal allowance. Okay, my personal allowance. Students, is anybody from both of them earning more than 1 lakh? Then full personal allowance we get, yeah, 12,570. Yeah, cool. 12,570 over here also, but I'm restricted to only 6,000. Yeah, because Judy has to pay no tax. But for Kelvin, he is supposed to pay taxes. How much? This plus this. But then Judy thought of transferring her earn excess because she was having 1250, but then she only utilized this much. Can she transfer this much amount? Yes or no? Can she transfer this much amount? Can she transfer? Can she transfer this much PA of her unutilized? Guys, not allowed. Restricted to only 1260. Yeah. So now Kelvin will be having this much income on which he is supposed to pay taxes on. Clear? Yes. I hope everyone is cool with this. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So now what will be his tax liability? Ma'am, his income is beyond 37,700. No. Ma'am, he is a normal taxpayer. Yeah, 20%. So he is liable to pay this much tax. 4,334. But students, in the examination, we are not supposed to do in this fashion, minus 1260. No. We need to do, okay, this is for our reference, 4,334. If I want to do in the examination, this is my perspective. I have to copy till here. Yeah, I have to show like this. So this is his income. Okay, but then if this was the income, he was supposed to pay how much tax? Supposed to pay tax. What was his liability to pay the tax? Tell me. Yes, you all are perfect. First slab only. So he was supposed to pay 20%. Yeah, so he was supposed to pay this much tax. But because he got the allowances from his wife, because his wife allowed some personal allowance, PA, he got savings from the tax. Yeah, savings from the tax. So guys, how much wife allowed? 1260. What was the tax rate? It's 20%. So how much savings he got? 1260 into 20%. So this is his savings. So what is his net? Ma'am, this much payable, this much savings. Is it 4,334? Guys, it's the same. But just the way to write the answer is different. So we need to know this also. Easy? Pakka? Clear? Yeah? I hope you are getting the things easy. Yeah, it's not so difficult. Literally, trust me, it's not difficult. It's easy. Kelvin. Yeah, Kelvin and Judy. So yeah, this was about the marriage allowances, and I hope you guys have understood the marriage allowances too. Yeah. Hey, I was supposed to read a lot of things, but then I went with the flow. Oh my god, I need to read the things, and I need to read the things. Yeah, please let me allow to read the things first. Oh yeah, it's not going. Yeah, cool. Chalo, I was supposed to read, but then with the flow I went. Yeah, qualifying interest. I told you now, qualifying interest is maximum allowed till what? We get a relief, na? Guys, you knew? I told you we get a relief. Guys, how much amount relief? Either 50,000 or 25% of the total income adjusted. Okay. Then the personal allowance is normally 1,2,570. Yeah, but for some people who are going above the income, for them it is nil. Yeah, guys, this is my slab rates. For slab rates, I'll take some time, guys. I told you, na students, this is the bands. Bands means the slabs. Okay, guys, please keep these things heavily in your mind. Heavily. We are not going to show once the income. No, it's bifurcated between non-savings, where you're going to earn, where you're going to work for that. Then it is savings, and then it is dividend. When I talk about non-savings, it's about earnings. When I talk about savings, it's about investments. When I talk about dividend, it's somewhere we're getting things as the name of investments. So if I'm having an earnings between this amount 37,700, my non-saving income will be this percentage of tax. My savings will be this, C below. Why it is so? If it is second higher rate taxpayer, 40, 33.75. Additional tax it is 45, 39 means 40. Now what is C below? Guys, I don't know how I'll explain you, but then it eventually takes time to understand that. Savings income is normally taxed in the same way as non-saving income. That is basic, higher and that. Okay. That means if I'll just try to analyze you with the question I would wanted to, but then imagine students, if you are a higher rate taxpayer, that means, okay, if I'm starting it with the normal tax, wait, okay, I'll write, if your total income, try to understand, if your total income, that means if your non-saving income and your saving income, like something is less than 5,000, it's 0%. Wait, I would like to write, I want you all to understand this in a proper way. Give me a minute. I'll write. Yeah. First of all, things are okay. What should I do? Should I do with the question or should I start explaining your? See. Try to understand. When you're taxable, saving income and taxable non-saving income, we have to understand that. When you're taxable non-saving income means no taxable non-saving income. That means, what I can do is, students, if you're having you have not worked anywhere, okay, you're not working anywhere, it's just that you are having a saving income. If you are having just the saving income, it is 0% tax. Try to analyze over here. Starting at a rate of 0% will apply where it falls for the first 5,000 of the taxable income. That means if you are having only saving income, then for first 5,000 income, it will be zero tax. But if you are having saving income also, non-saving income also, but say for example my non-saving income is only 2,000, means I have not worked so much, then for the first 2,000 we have to analyze what is the tax, and for the remaining 3,000 it will be 0%. For the remaining non-savings it will be, for the non-savings if it is 2,000, for remaining savings it will be 0%. But if it goes beyond 5,000, if your non-saving means over here, when you are working, your earnings are more than 5,000, then you are a normal slab payer, you pay. According to that, my savings income will be taxed. That is, suppose according to my tax rates, for example, my non-saving income is, let's say, 32,000. That shows what, guys? We are in the first band. So if we are a basic rate taxpayer, total saving plus non-saving, my total income is, suppose first slab payer, then your 1,000 is exempt. For 1,000 it will be 0. But if it is more than that, my normal tax slab rates works here. See my normal slab rates. For savings and for non-savings, my slabs are same, guys. You can check this. But if your income, that is your total income, guys, my total income exceeds 72,000. Suppose it is 72,000. That means it is more than 37,700. Then for initial 500 savings, you get 0 tax. You need to pay 0 tax. For remaining amount, you have to pay 40% only. So see. If I'll just go on reading, I don't think you will understand this because this becomes important. Need not worry, we will practice first the question and then I will explain you. Then you will get to know the things very easily. Wait. Give me a minute. Just a minute more. Practice 4 questions. I think now it is visible. Question practice. Yeah, Excel. Okay, let me show you the first question. This is from our notes only. Because without this I will not be able to explain you all. Matlab that words if I'll say na, you will get confused. Yeah, that is easy. Guys, that is easy. Trust me, it is easy. But then you will not understand it. Okay. Chalo. Let us start understanding the way we have to write the answers also. Okay. The UG&PG have received a bank interest of 6,000. Guys, if I'm receiving bank interest, what it is? First of all, tell me, bank interest is what? Is it a non-saving income or saving income? Yes, you got it correct. It is a saving income. Correct? It's a saving income. Okay. Calculate the person's income tax assuming she has employment income also. So she works also. First criteria over here is, let's say she is having a non-saving income of 15,150. On that her TDS is deducted. Somewhere now my TDS is also deducted. So what is TDS, guys? I have told you now, in the time of computing, for example, I have to pay this much tax, but already if my tax is deducted, already on some amount, if my tax is deducted, I can get the refund back, means I can get the credit of that. Okay. For example, in this question, my interest rate, so I'm having my savings income also, I'm having my non-saving income also. Yeah. And we are aware by the time what is the slab rates. Okay. Let's try to figure out the solution. I'll show you. Okay, over here I have to make a format. And this is the Proforma. You all have to follow in the paper also, guys. Please check, please. I am requesting you all, if you can, like, if you guys have time now, practice in the exam portal. Yeah. Income tax computation year 22-23. Guys, this is a situation. Okay, what am I going to write here? Whatever it is, name of the SSE or name of the individual. If you know, yeah, over here there is Eliza and something like that. Please write her name and then start writing with A. What it is? First part, A. When she is employed also. What is her employment income, guys? Here she is getting in the employment 15,150 and over here 6,000. Everything in pound, guys. Okay, but still over here I have to make 3 parts. NS, non-saving income, saving income, dividend, and over here it's total income. In the first case, guys, can you tell me what is her non-saving income, guys? Non-saving income, 15,150. Yeah, she is employed somewhere, isn't it? Yeah. So she is having an employment income. That is 15,150. Cool. Perfect. Is it clear? Yeah, let me make everything in between only. Yeah, chalo. Is she having any saving income? No, not like that. So yeah, this is my total income. Downwards, she is having a bank interest too. Yeah, ma'am. Bank interest means a saving interest. Yeah, bank interest she is also having. That is worth 6,000. Yeah. So 6,000. So if I take a total, what is her income? Guys, you checked out. You understood her total income is 21,250. 21150. So similarly, if I take the sum up of all this, I'll get the figure on and on. Cool. Is it clear? Yeah. Are we getting this? Are there any doubts for this? No, I don't think so. Clear till here? Yeah. So this is my first format I did. Now, this is what, guys? This is what? This is my total income. This is my total income. This is my total income. So this is my total income which I got. Okay. Now on the total income, what will I do? Students, don't forget. First thing you all are supposed to do is add on the personal allowances. Please reduce, because it is not more than 1 lakh. Please, nobody is going to write over here that you all have to give the personal allowances. It's inbuilt. Okay. It is inbuilt. That means you are supposed to write over here, reduce the personal allowance. If it is less than 1 lakh, that is, it is less than 1 lakh, how much personal allowance you get, guys? 12,570, right? And that 12,570 is to be reduced in front of what? Remember, na? Ma'am, this is the hierarchy. NSD. Are 12,570 can I utilize in front of this only? Yeah, gone, man. 12,570. Khatam. Nothing left. So what is the situation now? Oh, this plus this. So if I'm just copying it, I'll get the figure. Okay, I was not supposed to do this. I was supposed to add on both the things. So students, now this is my income. Now this is my income on which taxes I need to pay. Yeah, on this I have to pay taxes. So students, what do you think? What will be your tax liability? What will be your tax liability? You know the rates, isn't it? Guys, you are well aware of the rates, I hope. So we know that for initially, if I am coming in this slab, right? Okay, this is my income. That means what, guys? It is under the first, ma'am, 0 to 3770. Can I multiply full 20% and can I end up? So students, we know one concept. That is what I was trying to explain you. If my non-saving income is less than 5,000, if my non-saving income is less than 5,000, I will write over you. If my if my non-saving income is less than 5,000, then to my slab rate is what? My slab or my band rate is normally 20% only. So please apply 20% tax on that. So what I will do? Into 20% tax. 516 is my tax. That is not a big deal. Literally no big deal in that. Guys, is something less than 5,000? Yeah, ma'am, it's 2580 only. So 5,000 minus 2580. What is the remaining slab? Guys, this 2420 is still remaining, which you can adjust against what? That means for savings also, this much income will be exempt. So that is what they were telling. If exemption, I was telling that it will be zero rate. It will be not exempt. I cannot write that. I can write better 0 rate, because whatever things are exempt is different. Whatever things are taxed at 0 rate is altogether different. Means what I am planning to tell you is, if an individual, if someone is having an income less than 5,000 only now, whose main income is less than 5,000, if you are having any extra, you can adjust it at the 0 rate. With whom? 0 rate with the saving interest. So for saving interest, now it will be 0. Okay. But what about further, ma'am? My saving income is not just this much. But are you coming in the first band? Actually, your total? Yeah, my total is less than 3. Yeah, it is between this, ma'am, 37700. It's the first band. If it is the first band, guys, you get an additional, additional savings of 1,000. That is also taxed at 0 rate. And whatever is excess of my savings is taxed at normal rate, which is 20%. That means first criteria is this. See whether your non-saving income is less than 5,000. If it is less than 5,000, then for saving income it will be 0. Means if you adjust, yeah. But then see, is your saving income coming in the first band? Then you get an additional 1,000 discount. What in discount? No, means still 1,000 you're not supposed to pay tax. Beyond that you have to pay tax. For example, over here. For this, so I got it. For my non-saving, so I understood that this is my tax liability. This is my 516 is my tax liability. Yeah, 516 is my tax liability. But what about SI? What about my saving interest and my dividend? Yeah. Students, what about my savings? Out of this 6,000, do you think you have utilized something over here? Yeah, ma'am. 2420, so I utilized it. Yes. Out of this 6,000 minus 2420, you utilized it. And again, 1,000, so you have to not pay tax over here because it is less. Like it is something which you always get. It's for saving. 1,000 tak you need not pay. if you are a higher rate taxpayer, then exemption of 1000 reduces to 500 only. So again for 1000 need not pay. Hey, what is the amount then left over here? It is 2580. Now on this amount, guys, you have to pay taxes. What is the slab rate, guys? It's 20%. It is a slab rate. So what is the tax that you all are paying? This is this again 5 and 6. So students, now she has to pay the tax again on 5 and 6. So over here also she has to pay tax of 5 and 6. On dividend it is 0. So when I take, this is my tax liability. So 1032 is your tax liability that you all have to pay. That is sure. You all have to pay the tax liability. Understood? But then in the question it is written, pay of 5 and 6 is deducted. Means personal over here, the TDS of 516 is already deducted. So it is deducted. You can get a credit. I will get a credit of how much amount, guys? It's 5 and 6. So still, what is my liability which is pending? So this becomes my liability. This becomes my liability which I have to pay, So this is my tax liability of 516. Did you got this? This is a first answer. Wait, I will explain you once again. Students, you need to understand. So this is what I told you. I am not able to explain you in the theory, but now I can explain you easily. Why? Because once you are understanding the question, then it is okay. See, if you're having a non-saving, means where you're working, if your working income is less than 5000, for working income you all have to pay taxes, but that is the benefit for savings income. If your non-saving income is less than 5000, so whatever is the remaining amount you can adjust in front of savings and you can avoid paying taxes. Yeah. Along with that, for savings, if your income is less than the first band, then you can get 1000 as a savings. 1000 is a savings where you have to pay only 0% tax. And if it is beyond that savings, then normal tax you will have to pay. Is it understood? You can just see it for once. Please see it for once. Yeah, please see it for once. Okay, can I go ahead? I have already made the big box over here to complete the second question. Yeah. I hope this is clear. So guys, over here it's a B part. Over here it's a C part. I'll just copy B part and I'll paste it over here. B part. Okay. So my income is 29,650 and 29,650 and my bank interest was 6,000 as it is. Okay, I'll just copy this much. Okay, what I'll do now, I'll just copy the full format only and I'll paste it over here. But then I'll make all the figures 0 as it is. Okay, students, if you check the first thing, what is the employment income, guys? It's 29,650. Yeah, 29,650. 29,650. Guys, what was your saving income? It was 6,000 only. Guys, if I take a total, is it lesser than the first band? Yeah, 37,700. So obviously my saving income is also going to be taxed at the rate of 20%. Yeah, my normal also. Cool. So this becomes my total income. If I just take a total, I'll get the income. That is this. Everybody got this clear? Up till here, no problem. Again, ma'am, this is less than 1 lakh. If it is less than 1 lakh, we get a PA, personal allowances. So first of all, please reduce towards what? Towards always the non-saving income. If I reduce it, what am I getting? Students, this is my earnings. This is my total income. Now, on that I have to pay taxes. So it becomes 23,080. Okay, if it is 23,080, please first check whether your non-saving income is lesser than 5,000. No, ma'am, nothing else. No, nothing like that. Khatam, nothing like that. Ma'am, it is 0. It's wrong. Ma'am, it's not that. It is more than that amount. So it's 0. Over here. Okay, no worries. So now what we have to do? First of all, ma'am, on that 20%, please pay taxes. Oh, cool. That is very easy. Need to pay only this much tax on that. Cool. On this, how much ma'am should I pay tax? Then try to understand. Just give me a minute. Wait, now I was making a calculation, it went somewhere off. Yeah, need not worry, need not worry. Okay, now on 6,000, what should I do, guys? Can I adjust again 5,000, ma'am? No, nothing it was. But is your band lesser than first slab? Yeah. Then you get 1,000 benefit, isn't it? Yeah, from the 6,000, from the 6,000, 1,000 is a relief that you're getting. Yeah, so only on 5,000, you are supposed to pay how much tax, guys? 20% normal slab rate. So 20%. So again over here also 20%. It's 1,000 you'll have to pay. So you can get the total of 4,461 as your liability, 4,416 as your tax liability. But then we need to check, is anything TDS deducted or PE deducted? Yeah, ma'am, 3,416 is deducted. So basically, they'll be deducting this non-saving incomes TDS, that is 3,416. So it's cool, 3,416 you have deducted. So this becomes your liability. Now this is a tax payable which you'll have to pay. I hope it is clear. Yes, super easy. Now I think you are getting the concepts. Yeah. Yeah. Can I move ahead? Yeah, the last part. The last question. C part over here. 46,000. Acha, ma'am, it's more only. Initially only it's more. Yeah. 46,000. Cool. But 46,000 is sure. Again, can I copy this? I can paste it over here. It's over here now. 46,000. Guys, I'm just cancelling all those figures. Yeah. Okay, students, if it is 46,000, my saving income is 6,000 again. So what is my total income? That is not a big deal. So ma'am, this is my total income, which we understood 52,000. Is it again less than 1 lakh? Yeah, obviously. So yeah, again we are getting 12,570 as a personal allowances that I deducted. I am getting my total income. Now check, guys. Now you need to check. Is your total income less than the first slab or it is coming in second slab? So guys, it's coming in second band. 37,700 to more than 150. Yeah, so 37,700 more and 150 still between. So ma'am, now how much exemption you get or what is the tax rate? If it is coming in the second slab, my non-saving also has to pay 40% tax. My savings also has to pay 40% tax. So yeah, what is the tax, guys? This multiplied by 40%. Is it so? Is it so? Tell me. If you are telling yes, guys, big mistake students make over here. Biggest mistake. Biggest means biggest. Students, when your income is 39,430, yeah, when it's your 39,430, what you used to do? First slab 0 to 37,700, you used to book at 20%, right? Beyond that, that is 39,430 minus 37,700, used to book at 40%, isn't it? Yeah. Now ma'am understood. Okay. So initially 33,430, 20% we need to book the first part. Yeah. So how much I used to book my tax? Now it should be 6,686. Now, when you are in the second slab, when your income is more than that, students, please take care. Please. For 500, you need not pay anything. For 500, please don't pay anything. For 500, please don't pay anything. That means 500 is exempt. So from this amount 37,700, you have already paid till here. Hey, what is the remaining amount? 37700 minus 33,430. Out of this, guys, 500 is zero rate payer. Okay. So what is the amount of 20% further you all have to pay taxes? So it is this. So 37,720, we have to pay 20% tax for my savings, and what is remaining? Remaining is this 40% you all have to pay. So if you check this, guys, please take care. Please means I'm requesting you all. Here now people make mistake. Here people do make mistake. So that is what I don't want you all to make mistake. Over here also. So now that sure shot means that see. For initially non-savings, so you're going to pay taxes, that is common. But for savings now, see the question over here tricky is because of savings. Like these questions are not there where in the normal tax. In the tax it is not there. In the ATAX only it is there. Yeah, because by now we are understanding the concepts. Don't you think? By now we know the concepts. We understand the way to do the concepts. That means for initial 37,700, only 20% is to be paid. So first against non-saving. Then we need to adjust against any deduction. Am I getting it? Yeah. If you are a second rate taxpayer, till 500 savings, you will not be taxed at 0 rate. Okay, so that also I removed. Whatever is the leftover situation on that 20% and 40% is to be booked. So out of the 6,000 na guys, 500 needs to be paid no tax at the rate of 0%. So 0% tax. Then guys, over here I can book like that. For 6,000, 500 didn't paid any tax. So this was the remaining situation on 5500. On that, students, I have to bifurcate that also in two parts. That is 3770 and 130 30. That is out of these also guys, for 3700 and for the remaining there was this minus this. On that 20% I paid the tax. On here 40% I paid the tax. So if you take up the total, are you getting this 1446? Yeah. So guys, now 1446 is a tax liability. So we have to write here 1446. If you add on, you get 21,000. 14460, no, 1446 only. Yeah. Students, but what is this? What is this? What is tax payable or credit you are getting? If you check the question upside, it is what guys? It's 6686 already deducted. 6686. Guys, always this will be deducted only, probably. So over here 6686 is deducted, so this becomes your liability to be paid. Now this is the liability that you have to pay. Yeah, I hope you guys understood this. Yes or no? Yes or no? Wait, I need to revise all again. Then we can take a break of maybe 2 minutes again, and then we will start. So guys, when I'm talking about income tax computation, try and understand. For savings now, for savings things are difficult. Why? Normally you get a non-saving income. On that you have to pay taxes because there is no exemption available. But when it is the non-saving income is suppose less than 5,000, then remaining amount now for saving it is exempt, 0 rate. But when it is coming in the first slab, again 1,000 is exempt for savings. But now when the total income is in the second slab in second band, then only 500 of the pounds are exempt for savings and rest all is to be taxed at the rate of 40%. So this is what it is. Guys, now when you read, now you will understand, I hope. Yeah, now you will understand that. Yeah, in the savings, saving is normally taxed as a non-saving only, same way 20, 40, 45. Now you'll understand. However, a starting rate of 0% will apply to saving when its first 5,000 is taxable. Okay, for first 5,000, if you are having 0%. If it is going ahead like my basic tax rate payer or etc., then there's a rates change also. That is over here. If you check, initially 20, 40 and 45. Yeah, cool. But there is nil rate when guys, nil rate at the rate of what? For if it is basic taxpayer 1,000 nil rate, higher taxpayer 500 nil rate, and additional 0. You read this, you solve the questions, things will be very clear, very clear. Yeah. Now when I go ahead to dividends guys, it's very simple for dividends. It's literally life saving. For first 2,000 dividend, it will be 0. If you are getting 8,000 also dividend, first 2,000 0, remaining 6,000 check. Whether your total income is in this band, then this percentage, this band, this percentage. See these things now. Memorize, knowing. You get in the paper. I have already shown you in the first class what are the things which you can obviously see in your exams. So yeah, that works well. I don't think there is a problem in that. Yeah, just if you want to take a break or maybe we can continue also. I am too cool. Yeah, is it fine? Can we continue? Chalo na, let's take a break of like 2 minutes and we'll continue with the questions. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope you understood this. Yeah, so it was not so difficult. It was not so difficult. Okay, so yeah, let us practice with one more question, which is again important question practice. Yeah, I think it is visible. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So Andre received the following income for the year ended on this. Okay, employment income is 55,000. The tax is already deducted 9,432, and she is receiving some dividend income also. So we are supposed to calculate what is the tax which is going to be applicable on that individual. So again, there are two incomes. Over here it's a non-saving income. Over here it's a dividend income. So yeah, let us write and make the pro forma over here. Okay. So here I have to write computation for so and so, name for the period. Okay. That is something which I'm not doing it right now. Okay. So what are the two incomes visible? Guys, it's non-saving income. Yeah. I'll make everything bold so that it becomes easily visible. Non-savings. And over here it's guys the dividend income. Yeah. And over here is guys the total. That's all. So what is the first employment income? Employment income which he is getting is non-saving income. It's 55,000. Okay, 55,000. Dividend income she is receiving 6,000. Okay. So what can I make is I can just make everything over here double, and over here I can make it this. Cool. Will it be fine? Okay, okay, okay. I get the total. So my total income guys over here turns around to be 61,000. Okay. My total income is 61,000. See, you can do it like that also. You can show like this also 6,000, and you can show it over here like this way. You can write here dividend so that everything is visible clearly. Cool. Okay. Then you can write it over here the total income, which is both the ways plus. Okay. And you can take the total, make it red. What we have to term that, name it as a total income guys. It's known as total income. See, students, you need to have a practice in the Excel. You'll have to practice because in the paper Excel is going to come. Yeah. Then obviously my income of 55,000. Acha, is it more than 1 lakh? No, it's less than 1 lakh. Then what are we getting? Yeah, students, correct. We are getting a personal allowance. Yes. Personal allowance. What is the amount of personal allowance guys? It's 12,570 pounds. Can I adjust in front of dividend? Ma'am, not allowed. Then before non-saving. So yeah, I need to reduce it. Get the balance. Yeah. Students, what is this balance known as? Yeah, what it is known as? Students, this is termed as total taxable income, TTT or TTI. Yeah, I'll write it over here. Total taxable income. On this amount only I am supposed to pay the taxes. Guys, if I see my total taxable income, if I check about my total taxable income, guys, is my total I think it was not correct, the formula from before. I'll just copy this. Yeah, so students, my total taxable income is what? Is it coming in the first band or is it coming in the second band? Yeah, it is visible that guys it is coming in the second band because it is something like 0 to 37700. It's more than that. Okay, so first we have to calculate the taxes for my non-savings. So I'll write it over here, income tax for non-saving. So what is my total non-saving guys? Yeah, what is my income? Total income 42,430. Guys, 42,430. What is the tax guys? You all have to write in the format proper like this you cannot do, but just for the explanation I'm showing you all. So that makes me happier. I feel this is more easy, but then you all have to write. Okay, so initially 3700 and the difference is this needs to be taxed. Over here it should be taxed at the rate of 20%. Yeah, over here it's 40%. So guys, this is the tax. Cool, easy. Is it fine? Are we getting this tax? Are we getting this tax for my non-savings? Yeah, did we got 75 40? I'll write it over here, the taxes 7540 and 1892. So yeah, this is the tax which I got for my non-savings. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Pretty. Hey, now what about dividend, guys? If I'll show you the dividend rate, do you want to know? Do you want to like see what is the dividend ka tax rates? Because people normally forget dividends tax rate, huh? Over here, please check now. This is provided in the question. For first 2000 dividend, it is tax free. For next dividend amount, you have to see whether your total income is in first band, second band or third. If it is between this second band, it should be 33.75 on which you are supposed to pay the taxes. Okay, let's solve the question now. Please keep these things in mind. Yeah. Okay. Array, something other only is opening. Question practice. Yeah, now it opened. Okay, chalo. Now this is my dividend. Dividend is 6,000. Your income for dividend is what, guys? Income from dividend is 6,000, guys. So we know from 6,000 initially, what is the first which is exempt, guys? I can just copy this to boxes. So students, for first 2,000 it is exempt. For remaining 4,000, please check the situation. Is it first slab? No ma'am, it's second slab. If it is second slab, here though it will be 0%. Over here, right, what it was be? You remember it was 33.75 they have written. Yeah, correct. So now we are supposed to multiply with this and over here and just need to take the total. Guys, I'll give you a big hint. Please keep these things in mind now. Even this 0 will have marks. Even this 0 will have marks. So I need to explain my tutor that I know these concepts. So please show that away. Okay, over here it's 0 and 1350. So I can just write my here 0, 1350. So this becomes my total tax. This becomes my total tax. If I take the total, this is my tax liability. Students, this is my tax liability. Okay, perfect. In the question, is it something given that already your tax has been deducted? Yes, ma'am, 9432. Oh yeah, so this is nothing your tax liability. But out of that, you are having a credit of how much? Something 9432. Yeah, 9432. Please reduce. And this leftover amount, students, this leftover amount which is yet pending for you all to pay is what? Yes, students, this is nothing other than your tax liability. This is your tax liability. This is nothing other than the tax payable. Still you have to pay. I hope you understood this, guys. This will fetch you marks. This will fetch you marks. So we need to know this. I hope you understood this. Yeah, was it easy? Yeah, it was. It was. I think it was. Okay, can we go ahead? Yeah, let me show you all. Okay. Yeah. So we understood this question also, how we are supposed to calculate. Now students, what is non-saving income? Acha, like some companies have like a trading income, means my trading in profession, my business, everything. Employment income means we are doing some job, we get salaries, bonus, other benefits, all that. Pension income means we work and I get the pension maybe after the year end. So that is that. Okay. Guys, what is property income? Property income is rental income. Yeah. Okay, cool. What's further? I'm so sorry. Sources of investment, it could be a saving bank, usually banks, or dividend income. But students, I told you there are some exempt income also, like NSIs, bonds, winnings, etc. Reliefs also we understood, like we get some loss reliefs. Now students, this is what the second stage is, to do what? The income tax computation. My savings and my non-savings will always have the same rates, 20, 40, 45, 20, 40, 45. But by now we know my savings will have some 0% also. When 0%? Ma'am, 1000. If it is first slab, ma'am, 500 when it is second slab. Yes. Clear? And these are my dividend. Ma'am, when 0? Till 2000 the dividend. Yeah. Beyond that, first slab this, second this, third this. Yes. Cool, everybody. Yeah. Easy. This is my slab rates, which I know now you guys are pretty sure and learnt about your slab rates. Yeah. Then I told you guys, we have to do what? ANI we have to find, because we are figuring it out. Personal allowance. When I talk about personal allowance, my income should be less than what, guys? My income, if it is less than 1 lakh, you get full personal allowance. If it exceeds 1 lakh, then we have to see the difference and then we have to calculate, isn't it? Yeah. That is personal allowance. The personal allowance is an amount of tax-free income which is entitled. See, people now don't understand this line. The amount is reduced potentially to nil. Means, as in when your income becomes higher, your personal allowance is reduced. And at the end, maybe there will be a situation that you don't get personal allowance only. By what amount? Yeah. When your income is 125, 140. If your income is more than this, never you will get personal allowance. Never means never. But what is the amount of personal allowance you get? It's 12,570. Guys, it's 12,570 your personal allowance amount. In the tax exam, tax, PA should always be deducted before deducting any income. That we know. And this is the order. Yeah, that also we knew. Non-saving, saving, dividend. Surplus PA is lost. I told you, you remember? Me and my husband. If I was having a personal allowance of, let's say, 12,570, but I could only have an income of 6,000. Ma'am, my extra was lost. Can I carry forward? No. You can transfer to your husband, but how much? 1260 pounds only. Extra? Go, gone. I can never utilize it. Yeah, cool. Okay. The personal allowance cannot be set against the capital gains. Yeah, we know. It cannot be set against capital gains. In certain circumstances, part of the PA can be transferred to the spouse. Yeah, we can to the civil partner also. Marriage allowance. We know 1260 we can transfer. Yeah, cool. Okay. Following. The personal allowance is reduced by 1 lakh. Yeah, we get the ANI, adjusted net income. And these things we reduce. Net income minus gifts and donation, pensions. We get the value. 50% is disallowed. Remaining is allowed. In excess of 125, 140, we get the things. If it is more than 125, 140, our income, no personal allowance. No, we know. I think everybody now can relate these things. So yeah, this is my total net income. That is, if it is less than 1 lakh, full personal allowance. More than 1 lakh, find ANI. Reduce this to gifts and donation. But still, if your income is more than 125, 140, never personal allowance. It goes on. Guys, it should be gross. Divide by 80%, not net. Gross. Yes. Just think, students, how well we understood the questions. If you can correlate these things at a faster pace, as what am I saying, that means your preparation is very good. Your preparation is very good. Need not worry, guys. Over here, there are 3 things. Yeah, that could be an extend basic, additional bands. Yeah. Oh, marriage allowances, guys. If both the spouse are basic rate taxpayer, guys, this is important. I told you, na. It should be, they should be not so rich, guys. It should be basic rate taxpayer. Means it should be 20% only. Then only you can transfer. And that to maximum 1260 you can transfer. 1260. And you know that what we were doing it 1260 into 20%. This was the savings. Yeah, I showed you in the questions. We are getting some savings also. That means my husband has to pay tax. But if I'm transferring it, is he not getting some savings of the tax? 20%. Oh, that's it. Okay. So yeah, if one is a spouse, if he's having greater than or more than 1260, but still restricted to show this much only. It's okay. Guys, child benefit income tax charge is something which I have not yet explained you all. So what is that child benefit, guys? What is child benefit? Explain. Yeah, can I explain? Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah, guys, what is child benefit, guys? Yeah. Okay. When I talk to you now about child benefit, just understand government in foreign countries, they give some child benefits. So they give some amount to individuals, like, okay Baba, this is a child benefit you all are getting. Okay. So ma'am, the word was child benefit tax. Arey, once the government is giving me child benefit and again they are taking taxes. Hey, this is not fine. So actually what was the situation, guys? Government would want us to have benefits. At the time government will not see my income. So what happened? Government many a times gives child benefit. But then government sees whether, like, at the time of giving benefits government gives, then they check Acha, whether you're adjusted, you will see adjusted net income. If an individual's adjusted net income is suppose lesser than £50,000, then that person is literally not so rich. If like adjusted net income is just 50,000, that means okay Baba, if we have given you child benefit, government will say we will not take any tax. We will not take any tax. But if your adjusted ANI, I'll write ANI is more than 50,000, but 2 restricted to less than 60,000, then some percentage of tax we will check. Some percentage of tax though we will see. Like what could be that percentage of tax? So again that is important, isn't it? Let's say for example guys, my income was, let's say, 53,000. Okay, 53,000. By how much it is more than 50,000? It's just 3,000 more, isn't it? So what I can do, 3,000 divide by 100%. Oh, sorry, divide by 100%. So basically, we will take a charge of 30% on that. 30% charge we will take. That's all. Yeah? Cool? Okay, wait a minute. Let me... So you just need to do it divide by 100. So yeah, I'll just divide it by 100. And this is the percentage of tax that you supposed to pay, right? Okay, cool. Is it fine? But say for example students, if your ANI adjusted net income goes beyond 60,000, then full taxable. Full taxable means guys, whatever the child benefit you got is fully taxable. Let's say child benefit which government gave was, let's say, £2,000. If my income is lesser than 50,000, zero, no tax. But students, if your income is 50,000 to 60,000, 50,000 to 60,000, you will have to pay a tax of how much? 2,000 into 30%. So now this much I need to pay the tax. I hope you are understanding it. Yeah? Yes, guys? Yeah. But let's say if your income is more than 60, then full amount of 2,000, yeah, on full you'll have to pay taxes. So this is known as child benefit. This is known as child benefit. Okay, don't worry. I'll explain you. Just can read it once. It is a tax-free payment which the government has to give. But then the government sees who is poor, who is rich. If mother and father adjusted net income is less than 50, they are poor. No need to pay taxes. If they are more than 50, have to see what? Acha, is your income between 50 to 60? Pay taxes on the difference. More than 60, fully tax pay. Okay. Adjusted net income less than 50, no payment. More than, please check the difference and pay the percentages. I told you now. If it is 53 guys, 53,000, what I did minus 50, so it was 30%, you need to pay taxes. That's all. Yeah. Understand, Baba. Understand. Try to understand. Yeah. If it is more than full 100% benefit, you're getting, pay taxes. Because initially when the government was giving you some benefits, government didn't saw, what is your income? What is your income? Maybe by the end he understood, government understood, then they are demanded, please pay us tax accordingly. That's all. Simple. Okay. Now the residential status, so we know. Yeah, students. We can like for the day, just give me a minute. Let me check if I want to do more questions for us right now, or is it okay? Can we switch for the day? Let me check. Yeah, for the day I think it is cool. It's cool. It's already like no. Wait a minute. Chalo na. We can do one more question. Because this is related to the concept which we are doing it. Yeah, I'll do one more question for us. See, practicing questions is always beautiful. Yeah, never to say no for studies. Yeah, for the year ended on this date, the person was having 3 income, guys: property income, bank interest, and dividend income. Oh my god. So guys, what is property income? Property income, it is a non-saving income because you have worked hard, you have earned. Bank interest is something, ma'am, which was my saving interest, and dividend is altogether different, dividend income. So again, my favorite concept to make the I'm so sorry guys, I need to make the Proforma, which is one of my favorite thing to be done. So yeah, let's write over here. It's a non-saving income, non-saving, saving, dividend, and total. Yeah, it's a whole something. I'll just make it wider. Yeah, let's read it. Okay, initially, what is my property income, guys? My property income over here, it's 40,000. Cool, let's write it 40,000 over here. Guys, what is my bank income? Bank interest. Okay, what was my saving bank? 2,000. Guys, what was my dividend income? 10,500. So if I take up the total, students, you should be good with Excel, huh? I'm telling you for the first. So this becomes my total income. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is my total income which I got, right? Now, if I see my total income, is it more than that limit? Okay, I'll make a box only so that you guys also can see it clearly. Yeah, okay, chalo. Students, is it more than the total income? Is it more than 1 lakh? No, ma'am. Then the personal allowance, so we get, yeah, cool, personal allowance. Guys, what is the personal allowance? Always read 12,570. First, adjust against what? Ah, ma'am, non-savings. Cool. Let's adjust against non-saving. Okay, again, if I take this, the difference between this, if I make up the total, is what it is. Yeah, students, what it is. Yeah, perfect. On this, are we supposed to pay taxes? Yes. So this becomes my total taxable income. Yeah, total taxable income. So before going ahead, we need to analyze whether it is coming in the first slab, like which band it is coming. Is it coming in the first band or second band? So 0 to 37700. So ma'am, it is not coming in the first band obviously. So it's coming in the second band. So try to do the first part from non-savings. For non-savings. Guys, if it is for non-savings, the amount is 27,430. Please bifurcate it. Please show it how much taxes you're going to pay. First band, we have to pay 20% on that. Sure? Yes, ma'am. So on this, I am going to pay 20% tax. So my tax amount becomes 5486. Over here, 20% I paid. My tax is this. Cool? Sure? Yeah. Pakka? Is it clear? It is easy? Yeah. So this is my total tax liability, which I will highlight it again with the beautiful color and again with some highlight things so it is visible clearly. Clear? It's a non-saving thing. We did it. Students, now what the remaining things? Okay, I'll make everything over here now in the center only. Okay, chalo na, mujhe bolo na, iske baad what I need to do, it's after doing non-savings, I have to figure it out for savings, isn't it? Yeah, for savings. So for savings, understand guys, is it my first slab? No, ma'am, it's your second slab. So if it is coming in your second slab, and it is the non-saving income is also not less than 5,000. Ma'am, that 500 we were getting 0%. Yes. So out of this 2,000 total income from savings, that is second part for savings, out of the 2,000 value, we know initially it is coming in the second band. So for 500 it is exempt. So for 500 it is 0%. So for the next it is how much guys? It is 1,500. So I have to write over here, for 500 it is 0%, and for 1,500 it will again be the same rate as it is for what? Is it 20% or 40%? Ma'am, it's 20, because if you take up the total of 39,30, that is something which I wanted to show you all guys. 39,930. So students, this becomes important, huh? This becomes important. People make mistakes here. Like first over here, it's my non-saving income, non-saving, which is 27,430. Yeah, cool. Over here, savings, if I'm making savings income, guys, it is saving income is just 2,000. Yeah, my dividend income turns around to be how much guys? My dividend income is 10,500. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So students, when I take up the total, the things turn around different way. How? You know, out of 30, if I'm minusing this, I can pay 20% first slab. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. 20%. Hey, what is the leftover situation for the first band? 0 till 37,700. So out of 37,700, I first minus 27,430. What figure I'll get? Yes, ma'am. Out of that again, savings you are minusing 2,000. Achha, ma'am, this is leftover situation. Yes. Now only 8270 comes in first band. For dividend which is 10,500. So my dividend income is 10,500. And you remember students, in dividend, initially first 2,000 is exempt. Yeah. For 0%, 2,000. So please reduce out of this 2,000. What is the balance amount guys? Oh, ma'am. So now this is left over. Yeah, on these you pay how much? 20% tax. That means, ma'am, out of this 10,500, 2,000 you reduced, and on remaining 6270 you paid this much tax. So what is the leftover situation for dividend? Okay, ma'am. So on 2230, what I should pay tax? Is it 20? Is it 20%? That is also something which I will say wrong. Why? Guys, please check. Please check. It is dividend. My first slab will be 8.75%. Yes, guys. And it is going to be 33.95 or 75, something like that. 33.75%. I think you understood it. Let me explain it again. So what they are telling you over here is, guys, see, listen carefully. First you adjust against your non-saving. Along with that bands, check, release. Whatever is leftover situation on that individual rates we have to check. So yes, now this is my liability and this is my tax liability. That means if I show it over here, till here there was no problem. You put it 20%, it was cool. So when you go to third now, students, dividend is thing which you need to understand. For dividend, you had 10,500, out of which 2,000 is actually at the rate of 0%. So what is the leftover situation? This 8,500. Now 8,500 is also to be bifurcated between two parts. Why? You know, because my first slab was how much? My first slab was 37,700, out of which this much is gone. Yeah, I'll do like that. Non-savings, you utilized it. Yeah, How much? I utilized it this much. Yeah. I utilized my savings also from this savings income. Yeah. What was the saving income, guys? You utilized full 2000 also. I even utilized the dividend. By how much I utilized the dividend, you remember? First of all, that free 2000 also I utilized it. Guys, what was the difference, guys? That much also you utilized in the first band only. Acha, 6270 also you utilized for dividend only. So can you tell me how much dividend you utilized it? Yes, ma'am. So 28270. So what is the dividend which is left over for the higher percentage? Yeah, for dividend which is for higher percentages, 10,500 minus 8270. So this is a higher percentage. So for this, supposed to pay how much tax, guys? Supposed to pay 33.75%. Second band. And at this rate, guys, 6270 have to pay the lower band. Yes. At the rate of 8.75 or 8.75%. I hope it is understood. So this is a tax. Similarly, this is a tax. So it is 548 and 752 over here. It's so I will delete all this and I will write it over here for dividend. This plus this. If I make a total, if I make up a total of how much tax I paid in the 300. Okay, this was my liability, and over here it is my liabilities, which is this. So that means, students, my total liability for tax payment is gonna be this as a total. Yeah. So 7087 is an amount that you are supposed to pay, which we have to take as a round off. So let's take as a round off. Cool. Is it clear? So this becomes my liability. Then you have to check whether your TDS or your PAE, pay as you earn, is deducted. No, nothing. Then now, students, this is gonna be your full-fledged amount. This is your full-fledged amount. Hope you got these things clear. Yes. With these, we are winding up with the day 2 revision, where my expectations from you are high, that you would have understood it for sure. And students, if you're having any sort of doubts, I am personally telling you, you guys can obviously contact us. Yeah, you can have a word with Lakshya, or you may even message me in the chat box in the YouTube. Okay, so yeah, we are always there to help you out in case if you have any doubt. So I hope you understood it. So take care, study well, good for the exams, prepare well. Yeah, soon be an ACCA. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow with more beautiful classes, more beautiful revisions. Thank you.